na watwe da nsuo ni yire no ti na mare ho ni nyina ye me di na watwe se na watwe da nsuo ni yire no ti nipa ewuo wo ma prepra wo ma yare biguso a me di ohwa bobo awre ho pa se pa se mi utumi a nka me declare
a
state of mourning amasafo no kra titiru mani nkwade wo mu nsem ne ba ne se ne ya kan sa ya num de etimi huri fence wall so utie aku account o man ya oba bia ne obenya akokoduro tisa na mo na no otu no na osan kan sem bi o se ba bi e free kiosk estate enti saafo ne de nsuo no twi wo mu saa na duo makọ enti untimi identify mpo 1995 Fourth Republican Ghana na making me Nkobechi kura
July 4th.
Yeah,
me kaipa.
Ye nyina hu Jerry John Rawlings. Sabre the president of the republic. No namusium, na nsuya yiri nkran.
E wa
alajo. Baya bedu near way June 3rd day.
From 95, then the next big one was June 3rd.
The June 3rd.
2015.
Ay, Agyapong. 2015. But na ba ko bi so bai. Na Professor Mills Tiasi, no na president. Omo ye de ko tena akoduo.
But I need to say June 3rd.
I need to say June again. But the significance is the president then na ote kuduo. Ana ye harnessa.
In fact, under President Kufuor
yeah.
EBC but then yet this bad. But EBC I'm a President Kufuor try helicopter musa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anna and another Danko Kufuor. EBC. Yes sir.
Yeah.
And then you recorded the mother of all
of them, yeah.
According to Aku. You are right. Separate BNC say that.
There we.
Anna
me sure. In fact, you share a measurements by you see between 140 and 170 millimeters of water.
And the na the eje yen kwa kakra and say nsuo na ntowo region kwapem region said you kan because I don't
see where towo
yeah
okay
yes can flow no by
wow
yes okay you serious na ni nyina no esese e kasa aban no na nya na president no ho na nya na
Debbie, why should it we are president as
that is the good thing
but this force majeure
enunti denti na bribi twemu na anu ye 2024 just 2024 president owo sisi in opposition e kama nipa nyina ati asofote prof tv mun central for mote papa mun kremo 40 yen a lawyer for ye tv mo ane mrantie ti se akoga no tv sa president obi a obepe president edi wadi president pen na all records any information be national security disaster management eni mani adi nyina owo every opportunity say onim ni nyina about 22 minutes o decide say obeba so low amani pa hu ni say aban no ho nti ana nsuo kura anto na se nsuo po beto 15 minutes kura na yira fankra nyina na aban ne nye na ye nyina aye kom ne nyina aye mfe ha na ye kom ne agye di ne ya mene up to this point
bra kwa me
oh akọ kasa na mo that you don't have the
please me name now friend me say me
say akọ
na me treat me
security when
osiko
akọ say o tetre ndam na ga me treat me na o twi me adu se me mra na we adu se me ngo
me wo part na ye nyina ye hwe ha na ye tie sama general on the 4th of November 14th November also well we sister station back on Joy omo organize debate ema MPP NDC on this particular niema ye kan ho asemni eno no e under wash your water and sanitation and hygiene.
Water and sanitation and hygiene.
Hygiene. Wash. Me na me represent NPP. Me colleague or EPACC or CEO.
Professor Kluche.
I don't know represent NDC.
Yeah, Nana Mabran Kluche.
Yes, me ni no.
Tell them more.
Yes. Until someone ye di good ya babia the MPP representing MPP Kwabena Kukufu e kan ye ene niam ye di good ya ne ade ene ne a mawura ba no so ene we see also can on behalf of NDC ni nyina are there. Now I do
I hope so it was devoid of politics.
Yes, me politics
because we two are professionals.
Yes. But many politics there. Well, oh, no, my politics are coming. And you are professionals, and you are representing your political parties.
Okay.
And then at that stage, party now who are bemuno. Sergeant Media de two jano. Dear na waya faho. Na dear na say your to me, I'll be to me as I faho.
Okay.
Won so afe na opera ba bemun. A dear na would bet me a year afa hu se nyame boa na ba bema sana mpese situation no enti anya political yet say ye give mandate free Ghana for enti the social contract they here sa organizers and they say eba nsuo eba ahunidie eba they say yes sanitation any wira nsisa anim ne ade any flooding nyina e die na wo party wa ba mu mayo na se munya kwan kura san ba bie wa mu betimi asan awe beboa yen wo so a wo pe kwan aba no die nhihye be na wo homa so we did all that na me can we because honorable Samuel Uku akasa of parliament oyi niam bia di guabonten yewura kodwo oponkroma honorable ono lawyer ono so akasa fa we no na no na me wo kumase na metie ni na MPP for kra de sa information we nyina ho dadaada mo anka na mo communication mo ya de no kra mo nka ene ad in part I agree with Nipanibi but as far back as November 2024 me gina new patriotic party anim I can the same semi na me nim se we besi but me kan ne ma aban na ye ne hihye ne ade a ode agu akwam a oyeko de ma wrehu kra ne se wo fa sa garage project ya ye ken yen kran ha ye hwehwe kwan be fa so because ye na ye strictly under Ministry of Works and Housing.
Yeah.
EPA na ye ni twaka kesibia wo but because ye work over site responsibility you know na me very much interested there. And da me tie the then candidate and President Mahama na all can say abaye owe koji sika wo World Bank sika 350 million na o ma bedi o ma fa anyehwe adan me yam sheme because me nim adwuma no ne pempen so ne ne na ekwaku ene no kra be daddy say adwuma no koso a koduru pempen so bi a ye di free abemu na almost about 250 million or so dollars of sika no aben yi betoi na mom finance minister ni sika semo a so ohwe ni yi so ye ni den so miemia so ye den ana amadwumade na tia koda ana ankoso a bedru na me no kase eti sika ne da ho
according to the World Bank.
According to the World Bank sika ne da ho ana adwuma no na aban no so agya yagu ho ana wanye na onto aso enna ye hu dia ye hu enti obisa say kwa me obisa question we say who to blame
me say now who cause some now wetin we go do
we all cause some we all cause some na ye chichemu a leadership attitudinal and then engineering
leadership attitudinal engineering
ubisa bi no ma omuso ya candidate na emomodene ana omunya de sefata ye hyewe eno no ho afi attitude ye nipa na ewo man yesu ne eban ya namuntuo bi a yetu a enye nansem fata afi engineering no kopem say so tie profa why engineer no what engineer
no
yes of course Chama General engineering enye ne kasia ne nade egu no kon ho ene mfidi odi abesisi ho ɔse onsuo na betai eba betai ne wɔ n'akyi enti wɛ na no ɔhyɛ Wellington boots na akɔhwɛ prof ne Wellington boots na okuta spade sena okuta spade ane aso shovel ye nsama me hwɛ sɛ na wo ye no una yi koso etu yi hwie na nsuo no ade be flow ko engineer
mama me we no mama body grata na
what you said that is it enti engineering if you say nia ye nim say ye be ye no buku ne ho ma akire ye dada ana afefie nyansa adwene da ye tirimu eno so akire ye obo ade de adom ye dada eya ne ka irrigation koyefu mu kohe abakrom reda ne Agyapong no oyi ko ayichesi ya ne nsuo na eba na land no so nyaza ne no enti engineering yenim pefe ye what town and country planning or almost all the this after they are too din special and one
planning
na baby a ense say ye do ye see that honey esi agoka wetlands the most piteous ecosystem ye Ghana ha ye di ho afro ye hunu afro say asase a enye na wo sika nko ade a obetimi ato afro no na waye de ope ha block eniema bebre
anya we na record koye ya mutuma no sin so
enya we bi na ayi regional minister na anu yi so akoye bi na akoka ho asem
enya Henry Kote and MPP
okoye
bi
menye wa tinyo
obezo hu se bisusi
ana MPP for na akasetia no
akiyare ne na
ana nansen ya greater crime minister Akwele onu so akoye bi ni party for na huresi ni so
eti
because enu na honorable kokofu pese utim wo ho no enye ne de no
me di fi Henry Kote de na
so
prof it all politicians no
eti say leaders eti no kwa de ni tie ye ni say say Henry de oye no na re wo ko pe be bitina
din
regional minister we de tie ye ni say ya man award
ne ba na nsu no toy
award ni ba ya award ni nsu na na ba nti adwuma na aye so aye adwuma pa ho award eno no na engineering attitudinal change and leadership engineering they basically war institutions your man institutions no kwan mo nya adwuma asese o moye because ye ni pa na war man ni your attitude so your businessman or your sofo or your wine na attitude tama je na wonim say na men ka brofo kakrewe the utilization of wetlands say ye dey at afromu ye di dwumansi adan wonim say group of people be na emane theater sepa sorry yes sorry ahodo
omba blocking you no
the big say omu pe asori asase asidan
so ma blocking
ti bro no kro na open one asase no boarding two nia eya afromu na obia ni ho no obia amfa nya hwe no eda ho tetrete enti okọ no obenya no fu no obese nya bi kura san kan ya oto no
nti na assemblies way
that is the
and I send akokan na hemfa asase ne wo de no mo way
that's the leadership
chese kakra mbi di enti
leadership enti leadership no nya me ameye MP nku na meye president nku at all levels hemfo win assemblies wenum ana yenyina ka bom ana amana ko wiese now solution is science and data information is available there aka any policy makers me na me ka ho bi se me ka ho bi a kire no me ba ka ho ayi president Bawumia Bay policy and no falls on aban a wo ho enya aban we nku aban bia waba na wobeba na failure bia course bia no wo policies yen scrutinize aban bia wabesini ko bia the policies ne emegina aban ya waba ne policies towards saadie we ne ehwe ta nti a systemic failure eno na chi no action anamontuo again prof okoye okohunu se ade ne betimi aha no otu anamon osum nyame pa o nyame ni papa ana oda mpanifo ano won a onfie kwa animu ano ana odi dwuma no e prof o obedru prof na bra wa bre no enti ko be decide say me wo gina bre enti me ntram ba be nwene me ho nsuo no na emu me kobu nkotodwe na me mompa ye nsire nyame zamo o ma nsuo ne ma me fie ha wa nya sa otu anamon no de nsa ene na adwene egie dwumadie action enti we need the science and data and information no academia researchers and ne ho ahwan aye na available na wo ho nya sa afi no mokoye na afi policy wo ba mu no wo se won hihye ne de na obeye sisi ya me no ka say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, flag bearer of New Patriotic Party, why your policy committees? May a part of committee a environment and the natural resources. Make a committee a sanitation, water sanitation, flooding near the Mekahubi. Now, essence a leader of any of the committees in Timin Kasama committee no. Until you make a be a mechanic near me margin and on a professional point of view. Say we need that. Until back to where you are now, we am shishiwi. Information I'm the man one. Osu Castle, no way. Osu
Castle, Nkrumah Mausoleum, Black Star Square.
Nina abeko.
Abeko hin.
Bisa say Ocean Commander.
Na me pende bi.
Entemeba. Eno no kra no ebeko sa kwa atra. Eye science ni information data ni bia.
Okofu ununa.
Professor Kwesi Apienimado.
Okay.
Now, Bribi Atwem no a director of Institute of Environment Sanitation Studies. Lagos, University of Ghana. In fact, maybe I'm Professor Chris Gordon one.
Okay.
Professor Chris Gordon on supervising me PhD work.
Oh, okay.
Sana Professor Kwesi Ado. No crowd when you quite be EPA board chairman.
Professor Kwesi Ado.
Kwesi Ado. Or no, we are one of the leading oceanographers.
I see.
Oh, Africa. Sana Professor Chris Gordon so and the sanitation honiama. Until the inaugural my friends inaugural lectures. Mfifimu awaye ana odida na die. Ntimi wo the full test ho. Ana odida na die. Na nsam kan ne say climate change wiemu sachrai global warming senia di agencheche wo wiase ne wiemu ya hyehyehye ne nam so na melt ice block sana ya na for beti ase ice block esia wo de polar na ne no na nsuo ne man ne nsuo so to bribri ne nya no poma sibre ne nya na nuye na ye nipa ye ne bibia channels ni ade ho yasisi no ani gotan mire bi beba the tidal waves nsuo na if what posoba no prof what can say be uzi nsuo we na to ye no na free yes sea breeze free pono so da eba enti mire bi beba ebeba no sa na sorochi bebo kesi pi na bope ebe mene sa coastal line ni ade nyina akọ.
Okay. Okay.
But so say 50 years.
Na gazema.
Na minia.
Na
Na minia.
No eja ma
50 years from now. Go for now 50 years from now.
Kwame Bagia no 2 years. They be do no 52 years. We grandchild now 1 year. Be do no 51.
They'll have to deal with it.
Now they all come baby.
They come baby. They'll have to.
You say no wako.
Me say no.
That is where our responsibility comes.
Me say no because who can you know? Oka Professor Gordon there. Who dey we? Now me person me dey find another professor ho. How dey we?
Professor Chris Gordon so. Yeah. Now we ni sa no. Ya ye we na wie no Okwampoano ne as we speak today. Joy News so here documentary bi omu feature me no feature professor. Sisi ya me no tuka na ekwa. Nkrofo aye busy omu sa anwea no mpoano anwea no. Omu koton. Omu koton.
Yes.
Me tuka me office me ni me team call as far as Volta region Keta basin ho. Eno de ahemrache omu ni immigration officers no. Bi also omu de dodge wo mu. Abobo ya omu lodo ne mom koton no Togo omu de gi safer. Na awrahusime wo mu ne se Togo fo no to nwea no ne ade a na wo mu na hwe agu wo mu no po na no. Awrahusime wo mu no.
Cheto mu de mo hunyansa.
Oh God of mercy. Bapa bisa average Ghanaian say average Ghanaian any Togo average Togolese one nim nyansa obeto de wakache. Kasi eni nim nyansa pa because e betumi asesa ya nwea ne de akọ ne akọji sefa na omu no nsusu de agu omu enti sa niam we nyina na prof ne kan nyina bom ana information available the data scientific data proven data suggest niam huhu we nyina enti say yes ye betimi pa ye ne abrese o man a esese ye make good use of data information. As I say, you're making good use of policies ben ya de best idea ya koye inti ebe priang binum de na so yemfa adwene to ho ne ni pankasa sa sisi demolition ya yen over the years kam ye bubu wie ye na no ne ya ja no inti the solid concrete ne solid na debris no anase wira na ya ja no ho no eno akra enough say no so ebe block because wo ye policy be na ho for ecosystem reclamation. Ehone ya from ana nipa no beto no afele ana wase ehono ana nsuo no ntu bebubu ye no esese o restore no kona from no se wa mo ho ka antua na mo anse sa ne mani nyina free ho na afro na onyame ball no se de tie no ansan and regenerate na ama why onya hwe anu ntu ko sakomo no ebia ye bubu ni adu you get a place bi o EPA ye kwa adopt ho ana edua kube nom ni ade bebre wo se be ya be restore be bia na ye bubu dan ni ade
kube no good for
very much until kube a travel well or coastal line right. It just restore the original ecosystem no sa ramsa site ya se ni nyina enoma migratory birds and ba be ye niam ani ade nyina omu mabio ana ye dia and say we are counting our monies. Now what you said now we are counting dead bodies. Ye e wo man. So be say nipa 18 lewu ye and I challenge them on what basis they all do any hu. They are worship and how are we going to be able to?
Talking about the environment, na me ka say me koka professor bi ho.
Yes.
Ghanaian Times front page. Stop building on hills now. Unchecked construction risks environmental disaster. Professor Oting Abebio.
See on hills.
Yeah. Now
what's the science?
Good, Meba. Sorry, no page 12.
Okay.
Page 12 Ghanaian Times. Me kind of bofuka craving. Stephanie Brickrang ended this story in the Brian.
Okay.
A senior urban planning expert, Professor Martin Oting Abebio.
Binipa.
Minim ne papa.
Masa.
Wa bin se bosom.
Masa
has urged the government to place an immediate ban on unplanned and uncontrolled residential development on hilltops. He warned that the country is sitting on a time bomb waiting to detonate soon. If it was science neighbor, he explained that the indiscriminate clearing of vegetation on hills for housing was exposing communities to mud flows, landslides, and severe erosion, particularly as rainfall intensifies. According to him, such practices are steadily creating the conditions for a major environmental disaster.
Wow.
After Otwaso, Professor Otinga Bebie cautioned that continued development on hills such as Eburi, Botiano, and McCarthy without proper planning posed a serious threat.
Wow.
He cautioned that the removal of vegetation leaves topsoil vulnerable to erosion. And with increasing rainfall, entire communities could be wiped away by mud flows, landslides, or avalanches. Osanso board chair Forest Plantation Development Fund. Just on the edge, na okeka semi also for Malam Kaswa Accra Cape Coast Highway near Honsem. Ama wasanka mad flow bi amajofe or water region. Say also yenhwe ne ye. Also yenhwe ne ye a landslides no betimi occur alongside an earthquake.
Yeah. General.
Where the Sabio onu nenim na adwuma kokofu ebusuafo ni bi.
General.
Yes sir.
Information here pa me de ayi bia send you sisi a me interview bi. Na to say the all kan abure ayi no. As apart from there all kind of cry no. Prof.
Yeah.
Ayi na wo ho no. The ehunu mountain no. Unfortunately, enya granite.
Okay.
Enya sedimentary rocks.
Okay.
Enti ahyehyɛ. Ahyehyɛ. Na vegetation na wo so no. Enuane ade na wo so. Ni hine ni wurawura mu. Ana peki nuane. Enti ni hine no accurate divisions wo. Just enka mom enyefua. Enti se bibi kakre pressure bi koso kakra bia ebeyi ebedwi. And when you apart from science ya ye ken na eye yanim sem under je kufo aburi kwan na nti sei na ya fia bi edwiri begu na si kwan no eye je kufo aban ana nya kokoduro yes a massive infrastructure
I mean kokofu no come and say oh for aburi for the past 2-3 years let me tell you so me two every girls Oben say even sections be or what na if you see
with the net to crack
exactly. So you were right on that. Yes.
And you see what they fail to also add, they say, yeah, the net no go on. The intention, they say, you be prevent the anya.
Yes.
Ebe gum.
Yeah.
Near dry grass.
Yes.
Also. So maybe grass ni roots, no. Will keep it in place.
Yeah.
But name to me anya still no crano. There
is a woman
building on that place.
Dangerous.
Is dangerous.
General, maybe on me sure say be out or about on mid 70s to 80s. Madam Angela Osu.
Madam Angela Osu
or Makati Hill. Not about office power, environmentalist.
Okay.
I mean you can be an environmentalist. Now, so you're environmental scientist.
Okay.
But you can be environmental scientist automatically.
You're environmentalist. Yeah.
Right.
Environmentalist. Now, senior body about brand in your mahunia mammy no. Or took car no about baby no the complaints about.
A person and Agyapong.
Yes, Agyapong. Now I'm watching no pay. No the complain about no one say we be. Me official trip to Wager. My name is Sunday. Yeah, Wager. Da. Na time I see na pepe spillage ni see war akosobo. So with now can I be? My name say what do general there. No sign me lecturer. Ghana Armed Forces.
Okay.
Command and Staff College.
Your friend is saying?
Banata.
Batabana. Yeah, or Brigadier General.
Brigadier General.
So, Brigadier General.
Congratulations.
Batabana.
Mr. Rafan number mami.
Martin.
He was always in my office. Now, because say a course na MSc in Defense and International Politics. So, who profile national security architecture na environmental disaster deep.
I see.
Very, very deep. Environmental disaster, infraction. Now they see last week a national security issue. And until I invite soldier for no money, a dear woman.
Ah, very much.
Yes, national security issue because displacement, way loss of businesses, way a famous bunu ahuchire beba. Nipa bia nse ni adwuma ye adwena no kire no bibi different. Afi ye be kunsa ase ho na me dia na way enti Brigadier General then Colonel
Pacho, or a major general.
Major general. Wow.
A major general.
Very brilliant gentleman. Very, very articulate. Eti, this Ghana Water. Now, in my room, Ghana Water. Etuanamo Nkokor. So when sisi adarin wo sa omo enclave encroach ni nyina no. Omo kroma Nkokor. Omo ba be demolish. Na sabre no Major General na olidi say na the kind of frustrations one sisi adan ho prominent people lawyers, engineers, academia, judges. Ana omu na aye encroachment ni enti omu de Ghana Water court ana court nso de injunction ato Ghana Water enti ultimi ntu obia wo wager around that area ultimi ana omu dimirika no mbedwa ato a me wo EPA omba na si asemaba ni EPA lawyer me tehu Act 490 of 1994 emrani nesina aka by Ben day, Mussormianco, then we went. Imagine now, I feel now I just said, no, now we share baby and party. And I told me, catch you, say, and maybe Babano, Mubesuna Frabine.
But that's what is happening.
Yes. And today, me say, wager, a submerged. Eti, ne papa moi, modern, no move, no call uphill. Man, you investment because a Danny Dra investment ultimate fancy over to Munko. I best say. Imagine now him say, and no can be na informal me a share and demia a new law for EPA. No. And then rare also see a EP Act, Act 1124, 2025. President Akufo-Addo sign into law 5th January 2025. Imagine that sa law no abayi nya akukuduro. Now what say EPA for then? Now what man all the necessary support. Some random kwa between solve your environmental problem. With him.
So the laws are there, can't enforcement.
The law is there. Now
at the end I'll see here Bruno. You see a friend Gabion basket.
Gabion basket.
Either is it Gabion or Gabion? GABION. Many are paying Kweku and they send me from UK. Kweku me that I say a friend is it Gabion or Gabion? But I say Gabion baskets.
But said it to be a basket.
Gabion, ne baby a basket.
Basket. Yeah, they are the papas. Eti, Chama General.
Yes.
Emrana also say no. My EPA to me, ama to say we just my ken.
Okay, Gabion. Gabion basket. Okay. Yo.
Man to me man kochere Ghana Water company. And then a Ghana Water wo property no jurisdiction. Now what na wa man crofo it me EPA my arrest to do Nkokor.
But sasa say no. Assembly war. And
I make EPA would then arrest assembly.
To me,
why? Oh, the new law. As my make that is the new law.
What for EPA boss?
Yes.
Teachers say Professor Brown Kluchi.
Yes.
On the President Mahama appointed.
Yes.
MC or House President Mahama appointed. Now, inti Nana Brown Kluchi or whatever way.
Ahanti na was my kind want to mass. Me say, Abani in your kukuduro.
Akukuduro the bed.
Now, yes, sir. Ajuma kuono. A
bedding.
It's your problem no comes. So your problem comes back to leadership. The problem comes back to leadership. I ain't mean by it. Eti makes now say Mrano wo ye benya kukoduro no near the ayajuma.
Another matter for another day. Policy
na di gu akwan mu no. Sisi papa na ye de no soja ni penny your friends say.
Brigadier General.
Okay,
yeah.
Also obey we shall leave no stone
unturned.
Ana akuti asisi a osi obesire ne ya o stone ni bi nkrofo na na
and 10 more stones.
And 10 more stones. Just that no okay. And he is calling for mitigation. He's calling for
no mitigation.
Now call for the
but one kasa they must go and admit say they are the cause of it. So they must even be prepared to take action. And sometimes when people are not involved in action, they see it as an external force.
Oh, David.
What you are saying? But
baby, I agree. Ye nyina anim. oti ho na nsuo yiri fa no no and ohunu ye
eno na meka no
ana president say soja pani be sen koye adwuma no adwuma na okoye wo ye ma hyehye wo ne say there will be a backlash na enya wonko aban bia wo want to see say because afa de eba beba na mu hu nipa mobo na me pension pay na me dey see dan
human face
eno na wo kan it is see ano akaka kra bi politicians like him at the pressure be cop papa na adwuma ye so say and they jaw mu no mu bro mpen no ma yi no mu ko say no na wo kan this situation see
that's not what I'm addressing
no but
okay
what can me cause you are wrong because pressure the baba also me a politician pressure the baba me so ana say me ba ma me
there's a level of pressure say we allow man ba also
untie say me abra me ti opposition me decide say me ko tangent na mo wo opposition na mo ye no na ne president no ye mo opposition leader no onu ankasa gina mu no ode ye politics na o ma manfo ahunu say aban no nanye papa na aban no moa o man no sisi ameka say me ye ne sa moa madwum anamo amutu no enti finally chama general you need to have a national discourse,
national conversation with people who know better,
national conversation.
Like Henry Kobna Kokofu, Professor Otin Abebio, Professor Brown Kluchi, amongst others. Omo munim na omo political colors run tonchen na yindi san komono.
Into an amopa. I be boa man.
Mami ko enim na asa me ko enim no Professor Osafo Du we de wo mere wa na ba ko. Mrs. Teresa Adams.
Okay.
Former teacher, former head teacher at Yellow Duck School in Tesano. 1st July, 5 days ago.
Okay.
And I would pa.
Wow.
Mrs. Mrs. Teresa Adams. Belated birthday wishes to you, former teacher, former head teacher, Yellow Duck School in Tesano. Okay. 1st July, Enonya 99.
Wow. 99 years.
99.
Hey, where the card now? Where the 100?
80.
Wow, mama.
Aka another 1 year. Nyame be ya adom. Na we nyana 100 years pepe. And Linda Osei Abuaji de oya baba who CBG was Sirin so. Linda Osei Abuaji CBG Sirin so. Birthday blessings to you from fantastic Wilberforce. Talking about wager, ask Dr. Kokofu about the cement factory near Pambro salt mining.
Okay.
How do we allow cement factory near food we eat? This is a part of our problem. Odisha Jabeng in her show says, we all know the problems and what is wrong with us. We only talk out without solutions, only playing the usual blame game. Well, Kokofu has provided a lot of solutions this morning and has also told us collaboration with others. Omunim ejumano bebwa pa. Tell Kokofu not to be pessimistic but optimistic that President Mahama will address the flooding challenge effectively. People who are overly pessimistic often lack patriotism. President Mahama has shown enough willingness to address the issue. That is Musa Abattoir in Aswase. Yo Musa, yati. Until we all come to understand that the environment is a super sector that impacts and is impacted by all other sectors, will continue to suffer. Sadly, when we wanted the EPA to be an authority and to be a final authority to coordinate and supervise all environmental matters, there was stiff resistance.
Yes.
We must implement the new EPA Act in full.
Yeah.
Dr. Mafo, former MP.
Oh.
Dr. Emmanuel Mafo.
He was the chairman of the select committee in Parliament.
Oh, I see.
And on any group, NDC ranking member was Honorable Oklite. Oklite.
Okay.
Yes, and now deputy minister.
Deputy minister.
They were,
okay. Yeah.
Interior.
Bibi Labi.
Yeah.
Tel
Aviv.
Yeah. The committee was so much helpful.
Okay.
Boy, Papa, now heavy resistance from within. I see them in tears.
Within us in what government of the day?
The government then. Near army government.
Wow.
Yes. And Dr. Mafu and Co had to fight. My sector minister then, Dr. Kokwe Free, boss Memo Achiano Pay, he suffered a lot.
Just to get it into an authority.
That's the point. And to make EPA the overriding and overwhelming, because EPA, and that is the world standard, international standard. best practices. Thank God President Akufo-Addo did the NDC form to get, and one of the best legacies are where Jama Ome. They be a make us 2 laws. Sabe be a bebania de Bay EPA Act, Anna Act 1039 of 2020, Public-Private Partnership Act.
Conversations continue. Chairman General, I think this flood problem is a national security issue. However, to be unacquainted with history is to forever remain a child. Ask Akogan. Will it be appropriate for President Mahama to apologize to Ghanaians when he said the flooding in Accra was not an engineering problem, but as a result of bad governance? Secondly, I think we should not only be looking at demolishing buildings as a solution to the flooding. If we don't stop Galamsey, which has destroyed our forest cover, and soil protection, which serves as water management by soaking up rainwater and reducing flooding, the problem may persist. Sasa ND and no ebai. Just say, yeah, now you're the political crowd about the then you're bending. Say many politicians the aiding come on. Now this one says Accra is a low-lying place.
Yeah.
It receives water from the Agyapong hills.
Yeah.
We've caused the flooding because of human activity, including building on waterways and dumping of refuse into drains. Until we put in place measures to prevent these things from happening, Garrett will simply be a waste of resources. Eric and Ponsa Boateng, tax expert, now talking water.
What it means?
Yeah.
Jowulu, and crying. Where Jowulu?
Yeah, Jowulu Valley.
Valley.
Valley. And not just a valley.
Deep Valley.
Wulu.
Deep Valley. Because it's showing in our bar or whatever.
That's it.
Yeah, Deep Valley.
Basically, geographically, Accra is supposed to be a calabash.
A well, yeah, of sorts. Yeah.
Yes, the entire Accra Plains, geographically, is supposed to be a receptor. Yes.
Into your more insulta you no mountain cry. Now what a large no I got to us who say
so and basically Sahanan, the natural ecosystem that was say or maybe anka you're developing for ecotourism enclave.
I see.
And your capital na ke de be kra. And ke be special ecotourism enclave bibia ohobia ubehun say ecosystem natural ecosystem no persist.
Coach na buri na o shepa.
Yes.
Na
who say te sekura a receptor it is
na so jina pedoase na buri na hwe nkran.
Yes.
You see it as a
Ntijawulu defines Accra as it is. Entini yaka say sensuo no towo ridge hono kan ho bi wa anke ye disastrous. We shouldn't be too comfortable. We mention a earthquake zone. Yeah, at that region no more befa Abri Mountain so. Eba we see former on the right side Oyare Febano. Right side no more them famua befa mo ha. Kosi there be a new Bank of Ghana building. Wow. The Chemu wa Kosi Makati here. The belt is there. And when my office was permitting the new Bank of Ghana, now Omu proposed about I'm saying 22 or 23
floors
stories. But technically, a review, now we can't give them permit for more than 19.
I see.
Now, no switching. As I say, you insist to say earthquake resistant materials. And no use here.
I see.
And we make sure. Earthquake resistant materials.
Interesting.
And the information is there, the data is there. But for strange reasons, your policy attended to near kakra ebedi greediness and near man politics yan twaba maun yenye say yenye usentino near bue near gunema bebre so.
Menka Bibicha, only means some of these people don't want to be involved in public discourse.
Ebedi deal.
Yes, basket mu. Ya NDC be you
Yeah, almost attenye. Make I say time of floods he buy. Kwesi Pratt. Emma me opinion be me refiniding. Emi ya pa. Oma me opinion be ding. Why survey bi I research on Seneca about Jowulu ni Sanyemano on how to prevent the floods. Why research from about the 1950s all the way. Your friend June 3rd, 2015. Ye panicho bia. Ye panicho bia 11 years ago. Ye panicho bia. Or say research now ye pa. It beats me akokan. Yes you. Me pen interview be na nenya fi. Me pen interview be even if it's for 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Also Debbie, he doesn't want to speak. Inti eventually me nekasa ya off air no. What you know kai? Also na we oba say obi be na no akosi form. Akoke kan somewhere mfata. Inti no otie discourse na koso e wo radio so ne ade a eya na ompe. Into a pie chopper. Okay. Chairman General, the flooding should be tackled with all seriousness and not lip service, like in the case of the floods task force, Akwitio, formed by the President Mahama about a year ago with no action. Meanwhile, the Honorable Finance Minister to forcing a sitting on garrid money, but we are people who are supposedly academics and intellectuals, making mockery of academic knowledge without recourse to verifiable data. Meanwhile, lives have been lost, livelihoods destroyed because of the floods. But the propaganda field minds are jumping around, acting like pigs in the animal farm, blaming every mishap on Mr. Jones. By the way, good morning to you and all your listeners and your panelists, and welcome back from the Gold Drought Black Stars World Cup. Sampine. That means Sampine Chairman General, good morning, and to your panelists. I can bet my last coin that at least 2 of your panelists have a building on an environmentally challenged area. I still insist that NADMO should be made a unit of the Ghana Armed Forces. Ni in Bachuna.
NADMO is the interior.
But see, it should be made a unit of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Okay.
Now, Prof, me who videos my stress I hear. Tell my Prof here environmentalist, you know, all the no door. Okay.
When you go now,
I am most anyone
Hey, but Prof, I saw can see a power.
Environmental engineering.
I swear.
Environmental engineering.
So you are diverting the course of the water.
Straight away.
Na free would die.
No. Dabi. You see, he was not diverting the course of the water. He was rather
access
or manage the access, the right access.
Okay.
Say access in no course has been blocked.
And then I know.
And no clear pathway no.
Into man kind of Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Environmental engineer.
Anybody told?
Kwame, there is a paradox. The paradox is just Makasa Ghana is a policy farm. Policies there. In fact, I didn't see, you know. My shed up pass, I say, Kukufu, Adi, coffee policies are Kwame. In fact, I came across the first, it was around 1898 in Accra. Flooding policy. It's a document be back out. In fact, the first flooding in Accra was around 1935. 90 years down the line, Kwame, we still have a problem. So, conservative who do I say, Accra, on the way. Kwame, you are reaching over a little close about $1 billion. Still, now the ambitious me say, Kwame, share other countries around the world, Kwame, very harsh environment. Now, so ekura in 2016, Japan. Meko Tokyo, Meko Yokohama. Now, Comfort Hotel, I was on the 77th floor. So, now, why am I prompt from the defense reception said there will be an earthquake in the midst of some rainfalls near the end, you know. Now, on my building, I done such that a bit near withstand the earthquake. Now, on my design, I done say asase ne wo so no dan no adjust na ho enti say
you
say
absorbers are
say you say we teach the hands we take kwachere ha na ne kwame ehu ya no say I say meti bed na meti wa ha na adjust kakra. They are living a very harsh environment, Kwame. Kwame, a country like Netherlands, in fact, they live below sea level.
Yeah.
But look at the way Kwame Omo manage Omo Singapore.
Yeah.
Tropical water scarce and once flood-prone island.
Yeah.
How are they managing themselves? London, the Thames. You can say barrier. Kwame, Venice. And there are places on earth. And Nkokor now, Kwame, where you're quite harsh, but they seem to have tamed and controlled stuff. I don't just say, in fact, flooding still occurs in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I can say earthquakes still okay. Yeah. But Kwame, Oman managing is such that damage is never bad, at least a bit me attention. First and foremost, and that's the paradox I make once. Now, your policy, the biggest challenge in this country is implementation. Say, Bane, Nimdia, Abjini, Nyansa, Ntotoi. Kwame, I'm telling you, I can tell you, say, in Africa, we are second to none.
Bro, fuck us here.
And why are we still battling with this? You know, the danger is Kwame. The estimate they say, but since 1935, no, any buy about 3,000. And now in Sweden, Afro Morgana, Mika Accra.
3,000.
Yes. Now the question is, yeah, custom the sending Ako Ekano. And Nima Eko. Unfortunately, Yehunu Anamutuya and measure up with the increasing volatility. Say, Yeko Nimuno and near Messa, and to down with 2 and a monster a bet commensurate with near Massana Ebano. We are not doing that. Kwame, say, I am at Mebaha Metakan text me.
Yeah.
Genesis chapter 2.
Okay.
Verse 15.
Thank you.
To 17.
Ako you're a Christian.
Now, such that,
Ako a good boy. But a small spiritual
Kwame.
Okay, small spiritual
10 to 14 now. I say, when you come on a garden be.
Yeah.
Now the garden baby and I want to put them on. A friend put them say eating. Garden, you didn't hear the garden with a near garden. But they were eating. Eating here, baby, and the garden is situated. No, say, when you remember in Subia, a do garden, come now pie 4 heads. First head no a pigeon. Second head no a gihon. Third head no a hidekel. Fourth head no a ifritis. I say a pie sound 4 into garden ketwa bia nyame abama Adam na yele no. Kwame ensua 9 ene fa ho. Na Kwame we de twamponyi se ofie a wote. Me be say ha no me let me domesticalize the garden say e de bia Adam te. Fa say ofie. And ensuo a eba no e pie 9 eba ofie. Is there no possibility of flooding?
Yeah, of course.
There could be. And to come the verse 15 they say, I say, then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it.
Other version says to dress and
to
keep
dress
it.
And keep it.
To take dominion.
To take dominion.
Of a Kokofusa Beka Christopher.
Kwame,
Prof Bonito.
Kwame, to turn and
tend to keep it.
Now, Kwame, what here? Samona Odeka tend or honor. Kwame, an address na a very interesting Hebrew word. And the word abad. Now, Sarah abad, no Kwame, as just said, to work it. As just said, to labor. And Kwame, keeping your environment clean. No? And you're going to sleep. And you're Juma, and you're laboring. Hey. Me here adwuma yi akokofo say na engineer. Me honam ya na ya yafa.
Yes.
Eye adwuma ten eye labor. Kwame, it means to cultivate, it also means to serve. Until we serve our environment. That's the word abad. You serve it. Environmental service. No serve it baby awoda. And you feel and then you stagnate or home. Where did you let me hear report me? Accra generate over 4,000 tons of solid waste.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
If you
What is wrong with us?
Oh, now here for any your ball adults. Imagine now, the prof is here. Only what it means. It means say, when you go on board, ni pano. Or didn't bury us. One can't change so many doctor.
Can you?
One can so engineer.
Also, my environmentalist.
Environmental scientist, natural resource. The fundamental occupation of Yamidi Manipa.
No.
The Branabe manage natural resources. Manage it. It is a more journalists in the more professors in one when you know. Name me profession. And
but first assignment
it can be this and say, o professional, o ye no, and a journalist, my platform.
I hear on the way,
and professor now researcher. It can't hear that. I see be a
but the word keep it no sama. Sama no say guard. It means watch. It means protect. It means keep charge. Wo bit ni fie kwame. Wo mo homai. Wo mfa dan na chi. Wo head ye esi wo ho. Afua ma wondo ho. Odo anu Agyapong me say we asumasi de. Kwame. Ofu e kan ni ma miensa. Ose de e ha yen. E wo environment no ba kon e leadership. Ba kon e attitude. Ba kon e engineering. And now later is enforcement, which is still under leadership. That's the message I come. A banning policies. Na entrance and no tea, she shall name Madia. Kwame. Hey, and the meetings. What and yet, any opinion about Aka, Yan cross tea, no, Yan fa command to her, Yan fa semicolon. Yeah, you're very good. Implementation is the problem. Now, and no problem under implementation, Bakun. Kwame, this sense of official lawlessness. No, ekure to me no. Na we boot to me no so. Now we use it to serve his own interest. Now I come baby, and then some Kwame some video be also be I say or boy current a buying.
Was it the too that prof to that
baby or didn't nipa echo what you want kotna baby a water course
we're seeing in 32 are they now when quindi
yeah but this time I can use Uaji and Quay. So for the uncle could turn in trees.
Naza went up.
The into a siom way.
Come well, was it? Now we'll try and
if you got the engineer, man can sit down waterway.
Exactly. Oh, only Pankwana. Yedi Yagon. And you're non quampo. The study can, but you fool your wa. Baby and cry one. Kwame, oh, head your wetlands. Ankenon retain ensuo no bi na aboama na amumu anko na yatonton no nyina ma menkan de Kwame part bi a wo kan prof asem no oten ba bi o kan o say Kwame to you.
Yes,
citing research findings, he indicated that 92 to 95% ohanchemu adunu mienu ekosi sorry aduokro mienu go say do kon enum percent of some hilly landscapes in Accra were unsuitable for residential development. Okay, say where? She say yes, 92 to 95% of certain areas in Accra are unsuitable, and so you see, also yet construction continues in such areas.
Well,
so
the
question is, when you make any garden, nama yemfa Accra, ne Ghana say garden. Yenu no, ono ne wiya man. Ena ye garden, ono na ye man. Ye jumo de man ya ne say, dress it and keep it. Yen ye na wafa. Na ne ye mu ne we.
Prof Mapon.
Answer na me sorry. I'm gas anti-politics. So she preaching here or so for preaching. That would see yen. Na say won fa Yesu say o kra. I'm ready CGC here 40 days of power.
General
announcement.
Okay. Your announcement.
Yeah, 40 days of power.
Everybody check for your website.
Any ICGC church be a ben.
Okay.
You can join them every evening for prayers. And you
ICGC 40 days.
Ube to me ajoy any year.
Dr. Otabe.
Pacho.
Why are you so tinyaji krawi? Come Asante politics.
Oh, the member Asante politics 1 minute. Answer no. Debi answer no. Koji Asante.
Wo na akofa ba say me kwa Asante regional.
Meba, Koji Asante say me nda se man nti abotre meba. Ai. Enti yenua osofo Koji Asante ne na busua. Se ye fanda se kese mamu nyina mbejamom titu fiada memeneda na enu akwasiada ye ba ye mame ye yire ye honkafo ye nuaba Reverend Mrs. Elsie Asante Agyapong ye pe baby pa emaneda na Brown Akwe ene chum ebusua Brown Akwe ene chum ebusua nyina chum na ebusua se ye fanda se kese mamu nyina nya obia na betimi abonidin na emom nipa betimi abodin ye de nase ema Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ye de nase ema Apostle Chief Adai and a Word Palace International for nyina ye de nase ema Apostle Professor Opoku Onyina na emretwe menche bia no Church of Pentecost Dream Training ye de nase ema Reverend Dr. Wengam General Superintendent Assemblies of God Church and Nasia Kesia Koma Revival and Perfect Love Assemblies of God Church Leadership ewo awoshi kaswati trum Ambassador Papti ya yenua penyini yenua bema Ambassador Papti ye de Nasia ma Communication Directorate or Ministry of Finance Atomic Police Command Police for na wa Atomic Police Command ye das ye romance papa IGP Christian Tete Yohunom ena yenua penyi ye wofa COP nana Nketenkete Frimpong police headquarters ye damunyina ase Infantsman Old Girls 97 I am Moga 97 ye damase Akraka Bleo 96 funina ye damase Dr. Say Kwame Dr. Nestofori Sapon ebusuafo nyina wo despite media yesi ye ndase mamunyina ye ndase kese esoma Dean Events and Franco Estates Annex C Residence. Dean Events and Franco Estates Annex C Residence. You see, Mamunina, Yadamunina, say, why intimate Mumudina, Amobayina, Amobua, Quambia, some Yadamunina, I say. Go for your Ashanti region.
Yes, Challenger, I'm in Chias from Kufri, Asante region, Abrel. Mebana, Otu for set to Abebio. Also, the Nano to Mubi. Say, on I show one qua, a war flooding. Oma onyina de ye na abusian so a ahwrade nso oma wankose somebody can say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia akọ hwe no aka say my emfa nye politics ne hwe say ye be ye no boko na oma ni nyina e betena se adwene ntina mba ye menye politics no ba ye ma bomodena say memfa
Kokofu 1 minute na yaso
regional chairmanship no obi bia se menye awie na aka wo endorsement
me
and I'm sure to find no beba
I'm not saying
me endorsement
and na ma me pass that ma Minianum colleagues, former MPs, Honorable Elizabeth Agyapong, na Sabra me Parliament on Nkokor, Ashanti region, Honorable Kofi Frimpong, Honorable Kofi Juma, a whole lot. Me cry Pemwas and Mabubudini because me time is until all former members of Parliament, Omutechri, say a bread says parliamentary experience. Na obeboa na obi a parliamentary experience na obeboa region no afi former DCs in MCs so nyina true on support amame se omunim se ma ye bi pen na metimi aye enti enuanom ne adofo a onya na maka kire
kufu se me the empire na meba ma
prof na my imagine hakra empire ne heya sam ako so far ya campaign very very decent campaign ti maka kire o ma edi machi na um support mi nyina se unia no ukọ program bi na wan kamai masem na akoka bibi different bi a yenyu free program no so nti eno so ye adwuma papa nti me hu nsem ye bebre from ne amaye pen de miguso a me ye ene ne amaye mani so ade hunu nti ni nyina wo ho na eye bibi tietia esese de new patriotic party back to life your flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia esese ehwese obewe in the next elections your parliamentary candidates ebe feel they won esese omutime winning seats no MIA na ni nyina mu ni betimi aya
na I say Kokofu Ashanti regional chairman of MPP
sa pepe
okay ye nyina ye fo aso
na
endorsement
me endorsement
wo de beba wo de beba wo de ne necessary vo
Kokofu was it necessary
Dr. Tabe Adaroma, whole prophet with me. Yes, that's Papa. Yes, and now we see, no. They need Yenumbi to be with near Yakikabum. So now, no, me catch him says, "Oh, Quabontin, we are Babuno and I brand your Quabontin, you will be show from Frama. Here now, one Aquabaramani, who catch a penny of fee. Yaza, and I feel so, you Susani Diagron. Uko kanto kwa ukuru from near show ultimate na bantemensu ha no atena ho no osu
ru ani ma babantema
etibe do bibiasi charagera
honestly on say am ka say mission Nkokor bi o program is wa enche bia na mishia ako ana America chose kwame ako say so ko position bia many NDC card there, but say medima no bet to move because Kwame Aku a very objective or a politician, but objective. Any baby who say I don't queer or becca on ferren the party say we and queer. And me, I think that Kwame and no ma governance and your manchester ecoso. You can be in a political party or own ethos near there, but they are your mind. I see the same thing in Kokofu ne NDC ha no we o ade na ya obeka eyen so a obebo abaso enti Kokofu a oko Ashanti regional we dey kwa mu se traditional so kuma se dey me part na te se me part free ho me se me o history bi ho enti na che se Ashanti region yesremo Kokofu dey o ya efiedin pa mama yento na me koku mas na me regional chairman kwa me qualify mako head ye esi wo hona ya badge no so and go ube winning hands down.
Thank you.
That's super.
Sana ako mo dey na me.
O mo dey na nya mic.
Oba contest.
Yeah branch. Me call.
Oh, ko national communication.
Ko ba.
Oh, national dey mo dey amawi.
Sure. Debi no man farmer na won be man.
I didn't hear from my wedding.
The endorsement,
Madam Asiano Pay,
Minister. What America hebo? Koko 40 years. Anyway, abasu otua sika no. Koko sika de otua sika bedum. Oh, connect no. Ye bie koko na akodum abosi sika mono cha. Kan mono kwa pa. Enya de gisa o de ya na entesu. We are going to see say aban so wa clear cocoa board for wa clear cocoa farmers arrests no wa clear ni nyina ye ne cocoa purchasing clerks ni be din komo sika na ba bedru ana say enya emaye Eurobond $700 million aban so atua oba dollar na say enkosura aban injected $2.01 billion into the forest market the month of June busumi sia kwa $2 billion creation of jobs, creation of employment is where the dollar ne support forest market no sabe ya dollar no enkosoma niema bonye din. Are we creating jobs, productivity? Ye boa menuma ekoso na Nkokor Nketenkete akosi saying womo munya bia ne kyesa Nkokor nyine no mawe omu nyina womo munya Nkokor Nketenkete ne bie no womo kyerɛ sɛ Nkokor na de ma wo no omo aye wo mo Nkokor ni nyine ye no omawe wo mo enuane om de ma Nkokor no buo den nti ukaso no nyelies omo batu nkosua ma no a ontimi onye no nkoton no same ye biwa have we defeated the purpose because Nketenkete butaye ne say ka amanfo ye 50 bags ne ade kakra no no mani je poultry farm ho omo anya bie ni nyina dodo no a kire se Nkokor ni nyiye no omawe wo mo okoso omu ni sika omkoton Nkokor duane ne nro ni ade nti ontimi nkoton je sika me ye foforo they didn't get the money nti policy wa eye but the implementation say ubia meje Nkokor be ye aduonu no nkoye no say ebia ka nya nipa kakra nipa bia be district bia nipa be wo ha ene training woman into poultry farm ya won't that have been better say e be chese ubia meje Nkokor aduonu no ye owie ye no asa wanti man to aso bi wa the purpose of Nkokor Nketenkete no etimi bem ana say entimi amem binya bre na ne nyina so ye de eho enso enkomo aja akaba
oba ye nwia
na hoye
bokopa o mawe Nkokor no oba se mo mato nnuane a mo media na o mabedru sabri mebwa tidenti na o mawe
no
I mean ni fufro mu na o to aduane na ne boarding no nkasa abre no e na o ton ye dia ana o let you go oba se Nkokor Nketewa amala monton Nkokor Nketewa anya
o nimbu eno your stage ayeton nye de waye no a wadi busumienu na ton de wa pie for be a first week no your day old chick e be a 1 week e na what 2 weeks or 3 weeks so I say you know moton mo e de waye na wadi be busumienu na
there is always a first time because I brand now who say won't but wo hwe na wanyini awi a betimi aton amona ton kosia obetimi aton bi ama obi na ka sesa bre waton akokọ na ase mi hu ni se
na won so ogina abeton
ma we Nkokor no
na we na bende
wo fa da bi omundumi nwe
me musa wasem be mouse
ofa ne ohwe ye hwe time ye launch ade na omo Nkokor no manyina mo ma we
me musa so ho te sen menya maaso Nkokor Nketenkete asem no ye be ka
Nkokor sika na munim se PBC nsu bu
me se ye be ba be kan wasem musa wo se ho te sen
me ho ti
ho so ayefe
me da so fa se visuation we say just jamu nko awo mungamu Allah ofa ofa tai no ofa mamenke ka
yes ma da bokata no e kama du mic no yes ma da bokata no e kana enado pay na personal policy we benya brenda sem no ye di e hon so Nkokor I think 0551 599933 0551 599933 so na yenkai adwa yes ase ko akrata ni nyina e wo ha you have the daily graphic daily guide the chronicle daily gist and all the other papers are here adwa enko
ni guso dwen ho
o de yenko no be ya kwa ai twini ye de ba ofie wo so
chese ya homete ya enya bi nso anwe no abusi afo mu ache mu akwa aba ene ye da foforo July bosome ena ye wremu yi ena Nkokor no so ba no
July de wremu ache o
ofam chese Nkokor ne ba November November ya nti July
de wremu ache
me chese me pese me chom se July na November so
Nkokor no ba
the second week of July
ai
because the second week of September 12th 13th war
me say mo fa Nkokor Nketenkete asem no to yenka a newspaper we will come back and talk about it. Adam, you're so interested in that.
mo de enquire no mo de
broilers ana
the boy well
Mike crab dum so ni mo
minya
de o kan nyina ama ni nyina ama
I was for daily graphic na me share say me kasa no for do me mic obi akọwe Nkokor brothers na me ka of do me microphone government ode enko government settled 700 million euro bond debt penifo chire mo ahead of time yetua ne ntem wo de kana utua wasomu enadwewo eno nti upentua no nchichire mu ene hu nsem nyina pe daily graphic no said of ade atodwa ne so
details on say ato a release statement on it yeah watch mu say okay was the government to Ghana settle 700 million euro bond obligation. Accra, Monday, 6 July 2026. On Thursday, 2nd July 2026, the Ministry of Finance fully settled its euro bond obligation of $700 million ahead of schedule. 2. The payment consisted of 525.2 million in principal repayment and 174.8 million in interest payment. With this latest payment, Ghana has paid a total of $2.1 billion to Eurobond holders since January 2025, in accordance with the terms of the Eurobond debt exchange program. The payment was made through the government planned financing arrangement without undue pressure on the country's foreign exchange reserves. Settlement reduces Ghana's outstanding Eurobond debt, strengthens investor confidence, and demonstrates the government's commitment to prudent debt management and macroeconomic stability. The Ministry of Finance will continue to implement sound public financial management practices to ensure the timely servicing of Ghana debt obligation. The ministry expresses gratitude to the people of Ghana for their continuing patience, support, and confidence, and issued by the Public Relations Unit, Ministry of Finance, to all news editors. That's the details. Yanko.
I said
the platform. So the only platform.
Just a working kind. Send all news editors. What kind to you?
You matter. Me start comedy. Hani akai.
And paper ne pen buy.
O say.
You release the pen on the send it.
Aye.
Okay.
Na come here. Come for video nka ho.
O send me because we want the video can ho abebo voice ana.
Video bi nka. We release.
Ana me boy. Say we want the
video. We they release.
So man audio bi anso anka.
Oma fa bi anka.
Oma fa message bi anso anta. Okay. Because me twaso. Government activates post-flood recovery and forces lead operational response. Nanu sukesia toya anope kra menya.
Afi na ya activate anti-flood recovery.
Of a whole posto after
okay, you post. Okay, you.
But say anope kra say ye declare said the
state
of emergency into omo low lying areas one cry no omo ntina say some ka say be start anopa no 9 eni moara say asha say there but
as at now the enya dey to cry sa
bia na nyame asomu amaye nyame tie ne mampaibo isu yide no ano eden pa anti minim the post flood recovery no omo beye
na ina nkasa anti flood task force na stand do be that na nkasa omo
eno ye pre flood we mu ye post
last year no mo launch omo the helicopter na president Nkokor no omo dey kan free omo free bi di ko wiem so omo ko hwe waterways no adwa de Kenya man hunu so omo ko tapin no obi enu ana ohwe fom
na utim
omo omo the camera for plane bi to omo yi twa omo no obi ehwe no phone so
na so omo ahwe
fom na nkata ti omo fro so no omo ntumi ahwe fom no
omo phone no bia ehwe
obi mi aso omo mu twa selfie twa mo he se
mo selfie dey na do mo first time omo fro helicopter no na omo ko twa selfie
na ya ati for the soldier for ato
and you post two different committees
na pre na yema
pre no answer na ebe ba
so pre dey Ghana yinim ye
and you say
post na pre esi ade na no dey precaution dey say prevention sa pre dey Ghana ye you do bia you post
reactive and proactive
it pre dey nka bi wa ha ye nye pre wa ha ye post esi wi a enso no obi so anya chop kakra wo
300 and something million
350 million
no mo pompe agum we stop money
ti say this guy we etete edreje all the
na what pre ni mo
na what pre no mo so we don't want to do pre to prevent it so we need to do post to post into our pocket. That's how you be no.
Yami aduma December busumi ni me ya near the siwa idi Farmers Day. The same penny for upper home to my 42nd National Farmers Day launched. Ya pa a home to my
want to mean to your cocoa for Zikaya Mama could do Mubutum as an Farmers Day. I anticipate a lot of drama. Boycott, yeah. And
so say was what ya.
Oh, the side of us one uncle for bidding come. So be Saka. Over me if you go never and not go for after me. Never go after but chaps beautiful dinners also. You mean money Mr. Nimu. Cocoa phobia anywhere or Timmy Ababontin open Labeka Sen and Sakanisika. As we speak.
Okay, be a bank transfer.
Fine.
On say a central bank Nansana. Yeah, a smaller
one. Government at all costs, to me, settle woman's and farmers they will do. Yes, on Bobo Court. Go for more associations over Kaya, Moko farmers of Ghana. They will boycott this. They will politicize it and boycott it because Moko demonstration. No government official received them well. Or more Ankasani, they were not even giving attention.
And I the forest robs and a momo babe dewa.
You know what you go about person in the bag. Jubilee House this year.
Also, momo bedewa. Oba Ghana swear ni cow.
3 days reach your wife here.
Small bar 3 days will be another young man bedewa. Some small pay 6,000 7,000. Anyway,
Tibusa daily graphic nesi.
Sure. Because here also.
Okay, over my credit go proko. And ye quotation the Bobra Jordan of Pie. Udifo Hosea, the woman 3 and 9 in the Chemu in Sia, Hosea 4 and 6. That quotation will Ubia, Dobia, no Jubian will be free.
Lack of knowledge.
Aye. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And Nimdia, me mind in Nimunti. Omo Eira, Nimdia, me mind in Ninti. Omo Eira, oh my Ghana, Asem Sebe. Now, the Banner headline was 100% Thailand of compounds is the cause of floods. For IAWPA, Mintiasi Papa. The Basso China sent Crawford, Motiamia to Mosemo Dine. Now, if you are what to me, best a 4+ was no. What Thailand baby, say, Oma, Imurabia Infuno, and also Kahun should
me know we are going to some extent. If you say, Sunday, can flooding, 2 causes beer. Also, you can't see a war. Waterlogged areas hono nsuo ta na kota ho na kenya bra na twetwe so ufra hojo runabout na wo ko Atenga junction obo se onsabunkum so ne obi wo ho wo wanimu a kia pia ho ekọ wase so wonte fe no wase ho nyina na bitata ho wo Atenga junction na wo mane na sa wo ko he Chinatown wo mane na sa wo ko kase a nsuo monyibo ya feel those areas ni nyina ena wo fi a wasi no tetete enim nyina no so wura nhyae so ne ahodwono places na wasi da na kama wadua baabi wa ye flower lane
yes no the soil na nkasa
the soil na nkasa wo ho edi so ta lane kakra na nipa famu no ena ye gu ya to tiles bi a he the other side nyina grass ni yanti nsuo no gu ana esipu down nsuo pass no ade ba ko a prevent erosion pa yenua nsuo no gu nua no so a na tene afa enua no ho na soso fom enti enya kwan ye den emuvu sei se obi afia wasi biaro watom nyina ties
oba setetefo no na omunye event o won say no bia sifia of anadwen ni say enye den a obeto party
the birthday
the worry wedding anniversary so they consider all those things
adwa e na che setetefo no now sa garden ni ofia o event e dokra na event na na
oba ye hu ne say tete de na omoye no ase pacho mu fan chemia no pakasa ase fie ase kura ase de na esi fie na emu nua bebre as na obe say omo frɛ no landscape o se den na what the sa say breaks so say bibi no atoto form na or the green grass kakra bi afefen
no cry fetching na de na o kan pe sa time no so call obi party ase woni fie a on say edua sa edua na ase
I
say table so no ye round room garden num sa fe na titim sa so and now so you rush such houses on area what do they feel
on cheese
utum se fie ho because tires no and no reflecting heat no back
engrama no kura dwane ko trenchero
so tinsuo no ta obi afie no ni nyina set ne ko enwura fom
of a testimony in videos never
sikani no see sa dan no a wato mu nyina ties no ono anso sa ko fele branch site na e wo se nsuo no kota na etwe no
yes wa feel whole long
That's
time
so feel so de adwuma ba o
sister una
esu to breda bi age se wutwi so but Nkokor prefer no to say obedua on say of us we say decorative purposes na baby nso a animu ya garden o ne meko kakra ontosu kakra o we kakra wo
and the champion mo jai kromfo na jai na wo kra
eno na make no say nei obi si fie na me mesi mi fie na bia ma me aba oba na ekira ha da ho a wunya nsment ye ntintim meko kakra wo hoi ada na ha obeko
but it is very beautiful says our time no uro fie menim ewo these first class residential areas na what is the whole fair
Asqa banglo
yes
na ye bedi osia na ofane ye nante me kai pa me ne ebi na kankan boadu sports ye nyina ye free ni that time na eti krofa fo fie ho ye nante kwa Asqa ye kotete flowers abebobo imrenkansu mu dia kodi ono kro ye twani nyina
say sa de ne de se on no assemblies no tumi a they should bring it back say untimi si fie ntum nyina bia pavement blocks na ties nyina nkosi
ofanya wo mo say de ba nkran ne ade wo ato mo talo mo ne nsu ni fa wo mo no
akwasi most of them no omo afie ni nyina ye story
ewura mu no
enti ono no nsu no bia nyina
no ba bi no so de ono car park ne ade nyina senki
because ono say ya pon so badware ono wo bi so ohiani wa bi ade de nyina sey no why na replace am no
na mahia for de nyina so asey
oba se senka assemblies ni wotumi a ekuo ye de sa asemi betu dwam gidi so omo sheda de tokrata so omo sheda de tokrata so de command panyimfo town and country planning for say bia efri sa break obi beje permit ya say wo si dan a enhwehweye na omo kohwe no ko omo fanka wo say be efie na nipa na si no onja ba bia
omo kohwe de
and no near seven and flat prone areas because assassins you must say mo dey am better
agada me be see a betre home stop work produce permit amaba de mato nyina echi mo sa age me be 5 to 10,000 aka ho anna matumi awie no wo ba hwese me sa do 2,000
oh me say requirements no say omo koji bibia se anom de omo building plan no eko assembly ho asani am permit bi amo asha se
no that's the right thing men no be bring no see the view asana
one wa chance everyone
esen nka bi
ai da be se ne de amanfo nkoje permit asana ma be sha asiesi osi bi
adomo ma change omo mode of
operation na assembly ne nyomo djuma
adwan to aso Mahama Care Stakes Awareness Campaign to Kumasi Chiefs. Eti minim se na otwi mu no mo beba dia.
I say omaba. Na no ma me ne bai Kofanoche. I say omo bewie cat lab no. Won ba bia won se na nse nche bia na doctor bi say akoma ho nsensem bi. E ma afidie bia na omo pe no. Won mo anya bi ma wo firi mu nkrofo keka say enu nti e na omo ani abre na nsum se na da pono so dada.
Da pono so aka bibia si akon beba.
Se omo be dada nti se wo Kofanoche ayekọ na nimpa but Mahama fan Mahama case mame no bese me bo mame ni obo na ne ona de obo bia aha oba no de abetu ja say August busumi ye mu no nyame ya adomo na bibia mewura mu dia ye bewie sa dan no ama mfidie ni bibia ye pese ye betimi ya ye adwuma
o chehene so egbafu adeya nkrofo etutu bola egu drains mu gotes na assembly na tumi atwa ye na eno ankasa honya den no ohene bu afu say
environmentalist but for some time now I said that kana no atum he was not speaking
nana bayo
yeah
ni over say ni deserve with my kasa
hey kai say omugu nsa o ahifio say babo fo mbasi nana kokuado evidi mampen na msingi
Obachi bi so nice town
na do so sisi ho na do so sisi ho
be
rules awaye
green
yeah babo fo mbese fo asikokuado obedi mampeni no omugusa na 2020 na 2016 na odinkudem no
yeah and ofo be pa de see pian
get also daily guide on
of a chronicle ani mu ho nyina na se Hosea ne kan nyina bo mo enim de nsɛm nko a o nimdeɛ ho nsɛm nko a yɛgya daily guide no ɛwɔ mfimfini hɔ ɛgya ɔsɔ kɔntɛm kɔkan hosea nti abusuafoɔ mede daily guide no ɛɛtoa so. High Court approves Abu Treke's extradition. Asɛm mumu vendor kills robber at Lashibi. Enra me kind story no me adu.
Enra me who am say akwa ya de.
Brave
na obi ka say na den wan nwu mu so na o mienu.
Oh for what
ba ku dwane.
We cry so ombo
so
mumu vendor
na o je ska no ho.
Wa fa na de.
About 14,000 say.
140,000. 140,000 Ghana.
Akrofo na fanko.
There be so fire ba ko na. The other one no Johnny enquire there.
Na we cry be at yaka no wallet so who get this much of money. Then it's prudence at this time no we have to keep some of this. Go for license and then buy it. Abroad dey no motor animal no. And mraso makwan because but they see and also makes the business riskier. It's always risky. Because all the time the start here no I'm Robertson ba moving the so no magic no moko now so who say we mumu vendor now we armed they will not so buy omunim so otu a o ka se come time scan aduane come fire na sa na eni say my hide me fantite say no one who say so fa no the aduane a otu a obeku no enya hwe o de to be to handy it should try and balance it ye hwe de mani
say omo alternative a omo timi ni banks no edili o bia bank no nka opon ye usika no ka won carry no emfa nkofi o enka wo se eta bank
yes ka no de kofi o your ya business koson e wo ne ho
chip no so
e wo ho
no I mean say
you e-cash no e de wo cash ankasa
cash ni cash
say one bank say delay o madwuma no bre so wo ba bi e scan ntentemu a e-cash no ba say sorry na wo ko bank ho na bank fo no ama wo cash na de aba nti omo ye bie bi obey 3-4 joints no won say opani na o move around omo we friend say me o e-cash me ni cash na say quickly o man bo e-cash na ma no bank we you know the aba obo say bi o te bi don't even yen so ya obi o ye mo no physical cash 140 bi it's a business no e ko ye pa e jojo omo nta movement so omo nta movement ehunu say shada ba okra be iska no hell you know iska free no to tell him say kakra dey e wo ho sa no ma ba so nti o madwuma na ehu because
la shibi so dey ekromo
wotipitim so container bia kakra bi na omo container mu so kakra nti e very very risky e business also from now onwards no at least omo CCTV cameras e be ma omo monitoring no etimi aye very very go we no rubber now omo bone tori omo card omo fa Nigeria ni wa bobo ni dia chew Ghana card I free to home fire no Nigeria ni
ajoin to azoe
ex-NAFCO boss arrested at airport lawyer bear teeth
debut lentraso say
when I
didn't actually
oh no almost walk medical treatment court cry wa kosi ki court kwan court amana kwan
to won komra good report
no report almost say you come make you withdraw abi na according to AG no withdrawal now account no is supposedly frozen AG
the account was frozen but it has terminated
of all the mama fa dey on crying frozen account no bank
no
your period na bank ni freezing account no period no terminated it is all quite so true
honestly drama kwa
onipa o yare awoko ayare sabia
also manenko and it's against the law
in human rights
na now they to
government review student punishment regime education minister da ho
over they say by me hu to aso
there na e da
no ade waboso ye
say government reviews
who say no as an answer and almost Dr. Duchuma Kopen 177 university courses be useless no according to him he didn't
also on your way
what's your audio
oh yeah Martin
but one kind useless
yeah he didn't use the word but at least the kind of useless no as in the synonyms ankasa and no ya no pass on moment no online so meanwhile akowene na mo ha say onchema okeka no nothing shows say oye minister of education Haruna with all due respect Minister of Education, you don't go out there telling or man, minimum are populist tendencies to be free, but how they convincing President Mahama so we review some person score more political points. So we a Minister of State in charge of education. I do wanna say parent be if you are concerned church parents citizens for be sorry ka say enuboni aba school mu do ntini si ade ye propose say akora bi beti mu bom bia ye nyina dia okora be say we defend sa akora na ompa so we nyina di no you the minister don't come out and tell education for say akora bi amoti so open those ade bia no we nyina
then me kind details of that story no one can say ye nyina di power. Okay, but the Okoka school be a no more programmer or moto safre and nam so man by headline. Now someone who can say the students could face dismissal. So a part of the punishments now
it's already there.
Good. And yet to say you waste a moment you bet you no. It depends on the degree of
no. My headline for one so what parliament edict so-called student punishment regime proposal to him.
Hannah Mimi said that very
day. No, what is wrong with that, Kwesi?
Ofa. Na adentina say omai. Yetumi hye mra say akora bi ko school na odi boni bi. Sa boni na wade no. Ye nyina so no ye nyina di free school no. Ye nyina di
time na oko school no what teacher dey ni bi say. Oko smoke marijuana school wa yi wadi. What be that?
Yes. But the first yes represent to us. It's backward.
Now when they say
backward or kwa so.
No, what does it solve over?
It serves as a deterrent.
To who?
To other students. Because the presence in the presence in the school. But
all these years in Nano,
and catch a see in Yakron for Yakron, in Yakron for Debbie. I don't get that.
On my teacher, BB or I said you said Bonima, I say a bushing a teacher and a mayorine etifi. And never say what said you know now worn out to Indian one. It takes a lot to raise a child. And children are children. All the time. Punishment you walk nobody home mamping for. I'm not going to challenge it now. Bankwada ye kwada wofa. En kwada semba tobo na handle say akwada sem na ba.
Yeah,
Ghana police chere ni Ghana prison chere. Ye fa tetia akora akora bi akora prison ba.
One na enyini ane tene be.
No say wo dismiss
no. No.
Etene say wo dismiss no.
Ofa mama chere kwasi ade mu ahwe. Ade bia ye wo wiase no. Ye ne say the entire ma punishment of a deterrent me boa. Said the be nipa no ebema ofofro so enkoye bi. Ebi reformative. Said the be ebema nipa na sesa every day wo ho among many others. But when na ye can first one no say ebe deter other students from doing that. Obi ka kire me say school bi anko pese ode ne bako. Onfa ne ba ne nko. Di entira brono so no brono so a wote no. Wa hunu se nko da bi te brono ne so omuko sa school no a enkoda Nketenkete omuni nubone form rantie bi na tifie edi nkoda ne timi kura atwe bi nipa ne na ekasa asem no minim no kura ye school ne su TJHS so enuru SS eti ohuni se nkoda no sei nkoda e wo bro no ne tu se school ne de onfa ne ba ne nkobi ofeti obi adwen no no enu ti de wo ka no se sa nkoda no ugidi se school ru akro ehu anam ko kache school ru across asemu eno mate yesi akoda we say ni say na school ru no ye na dwe say na yesa akoda no sa bad nat no obe hwe no wape evidence. That's the point. Onya evidence we are obetimi agina so eyi akoda na free school mo but meba ya wo yi akoda na free school mo no nche say we depriving no from education. Okofie na okosesa se school mu ho eno ntimi nkobio but obetimi akọ another school kwasi mami wie ena kwada no sa period na e ma ne kotena afie no ense befa na ni so pa o one wagu maame no papa ni mu ase wagu abusua ni mu ase ebi kura o maame ye meko maame wodi se kwada ne di suban bi ti school mu aya ofo ye ni mo we don't know our children said ye see ehu wo mo no because that one ajo urere mu ana ko tire oban pro eti sa kwada no se ye de ba say ye punish no
ye very sure nyame adom a meba nyame adom a this week ye ne education is be share one day ya hwe sa issue yi pa sa punishment ne die ja wo mu a class videos bi kra ba ya na teacher ne ti wo na nkwara na de abo ani ba ko na kwara ba ko ne teacher tie gina ya pupo nyina no you look at it say ye nya wo mu no nye de ompe bia anase say yanko we will have time for that issue this week ni ahwe say
ya case is a punishment
so de wo kan kwasi so nye ye nya si atwe akola so
kwasi so bo ba na so ba ne ye bone na
Medum Mike no. Yenko. Let us move on. Let us move time into Yenko time no. Yenko. Yenko Radiabi so.
With the daily guide name. Or see we've cleared cocoa farmers arrears.
Or no clear na so buy any clear.
We of our country.
Or the American any clear.
Of us all card there.
All here born any clear na say no.
Of where the pronoun. We need a pronoun me boy. Pronoun it didn't name.
They dia grow me mudu.
It's way again.
Any power NDC amanyukomwa. They have the knowledge. They have the experience in farming to able to handle cocoa board.
Yeah.
Randiabe is a square peg in a round hole. Yeah. Mampeni Mahamas udimwa and I say ubian kanchre wa ye come what to say penny pa for cocoa eduma sensa Randiabe with team na niji football pa
obi na farm ye no hobby ni
enti adwa no kra ba kope me hwe ni mu say the next reshuffle for buy be ye be ni pa for bi cocoa eduma sensa because wonim cocoa crab just so say who the cocoa pot ba ko say Randiabe nsem a obeku say le si abono kra
of a minimum grafo pia onim cocoa yam aduan na yedie no ba ni plant no isi wa ohun say cocoa yam
say no onye ebo ni bia odibi
anu aba ka tell me say ohun catfish da and so na wo ya adwene was yan
who catfish that say bia brofu no nim say no brofu din no
tell you
that's it
it don't answer the do be ministry bi no e was say wo hu ni
why not
like no practical experience and
education is for general knowledge obo a onye bi da but the shedding sir within 6 months 1 year no what to say he has gone down to the ground knowledge but Randy there
exactly my submission what practical experience and interest you and who say idea Bible say ya japade won
so we cocoa border who is that asinopuni no American no a pharmacist
he was in the medical field
good. I want to be that cocoa border no. NDC time na Mahama first. Say ya anti problem because what the knowledge in the medical for food and drug authority by my experience or no. It me manage cocoa no. We anti so go be carry bibia. Joseph wa here Dubai. What a season cocoa farmer. In fact on the time and yet my Google map and so bo cocoa kweni bia fua. Google map betti work on the
he worked.
Was it baby I would no one map cocoa gun in our pharmacy in idea. You just have to key in the person's name and his Ghana card details. And Google map number watch say Nkokor food this number of acres. So all the difference.
I get it.
And you do be about no so where football administrator.
Would need interest no.
Where journalist and football administrator.
Interest in cocoa.
And Koba ye go say there be cocoa board is in fact cocoa board so say some ministries
very well.
Now for me quantity greater loan it make more than $2 billion. Ministries are Ghana mo go say e be the abroad e be the abroad but e kakra bi. E get this how ministry ne share on sa no ka fa ball team no show bi nsa. Na kokko he say o kokoko mu akohwe pro kokoko mu ahwe. Yeri kokko ase o sa sala no we interest is in the football. Because when you play about cocoa one, we bear $500,000 on and no cocoa. You don't have cocoa for siding. What the American to cocoa for a car was it? Okay, when you had the beard in phone in a year, no one them say, baby, so when you evidence, you know. If you have evidence, cocoa board, my be Jeffin because come and tell you. When you're the bally, almost just come my. Cocoa here be first day, or 2 for say no Canada. Match back and no buy it. Chief Justice Waba, NDC penny for Queen Naba, Randiaba Traha, and that year if I've any be over.
Or no, I'm never banner.
You must be on the player, be your personal tone.
Oh, yeah, prospecting.
So that's it.
Oh, yeah, prospecting.
And cocoa board, we continue to say it. Problems our cocoa sector no. And you're not the Randiabe in interest rooms is
why you trying to say so you're too busy for the Jumani so benya kwaya
interest or other
interest.
Interest and just too busy. Interest in
what
other
I'm saying is that cocoa board the Juma as a demanding it's in idea say go to minya kwaya kwatena
you be as a conscience no pa wo for mine na and
would say
oh na na boso DC
muntie me munim say some set up a mini cocoa processing factory or a dem ha number 7 processing cocoa me ntimi to cocoa free cocoa ku ani bi asem wonim za Unim sa. Mentimi cocoa ni say oh cocoa no. Me here 10 bags me dey. Unse mentimi nye. This a cocoa board to.
Ti I say gold board.
Asa na cocoa board atama me at the world market price no.
No say PBC
so ka say me say abani abrese. Yen process 50% of our cocoa no. Market one da ho. Around the American board.
Oh, for me more around the no dear me I don't blame him. I blame who appointed him.
The president had faith in him. Say as a doctor there, obetima dey aye adwuma no. But doctors nyina no go sua management sir. Randy Habe has failed. Va oni interest wo. Now want to ka kwa na kokwa for watama konya rubber say on dia go see cocoa farm say na akota so. Woni ma ha aye first say sanso na she kokwa akuafo.
O ya ne sanso e ma farmers hu sa say otetew as a
you have to identify with them.
Starch or share starch.
You have to identify with them.
Ebra the okoye ya was so no ye ne call top bi o western region. Now hwe ne Wellington boot ene wa share kuafo ase t-shirt bi ena jacket bi no wa share chenti se enye mpanyimfo edidi ni nchemu a wo beka so se kuafo no omududu na bo epanyi ene wo wa paafo nti okuafo ni mu a ya na ne dress ne nye efomutade bebre it is a woman minister na wadwen be ye wo say o he looked fit too
oduro na de asi wo na akate asi so a wo say we anonom mountain tontwene round ya be oduro na koko bi bo ho na akate asi wo
kala na change but boy of our boy be she no
player how timi say o player we
the night says obetimi ahye
go back Carlos by chorus
agana agro ye ne so do
over me the daily guide no esi and say daily gist
that's why na yenko
daily gist why also Forata must be an idiot to come to Ghana.
Matami to the almost
say I quote a quotation
Matami to the kameboa also ka say Allah ya for na jimi obaka che Forata so omra na enche no
bia wotia so ko chinchina Forata de o man se kan to Forata po man ya wamra bia nim de okeka but ya say ejino enana Matami do remind you no Auto Force insists on $200 million $200 million World Bank cash as flash kill 40. Sorry, wait.
So last week I say World Bank sika no e ho a see a draw
$200 million.
Na itimi de year adwuma dredging no. Itimi de year adwuma
but. Na atote so.
One transfer.
Okay.
We yiba ma ko modin dada nso ko monye adwuma no.
And the be post to for no post flood recovery.
That's okay.
Kojo ponkroma e kasa say you can't trade lies for fiscal discipline.
Tell no the ato de ya okay. So ato say no o manage economy in such a way say this sika no ba system no mo bebre na fiscal discipline no say rate of inflation interest rate ne dollar exchange rate no bia be come and so that no but na more be kind the same thing say the buru yento because at 4% economy dey e fe that is what is going on
at force na finance minister ono Bernard Mona no omo we ne baba mu a no when no finance minister no ahihye ni Bernard Mona complaining
to us
over kaswa ana me de ukoi chairman ni na koyo
chairman
Steven Fusho jare
chairman ni
o ye guide oh he
bluetooth le send ko mu Allah no chairman shake no
oni domine da oro akoredi kaswa NDC chairman HBS enya 41 million 24-hour market contract 41 million Ghana cedis for 410 billion
and all because 24-hour market no
because e dey grow
and almost see kese pa
yo e bia obesi me no after sex scandal na dey ma mo fan story obi enya the story how do you even connect it say to mo dey na ko yo be kan we because papa na enya the contract we nyina na we fa but story no ena da ona na ko yo so she na
I said ko yo twi na ni da was a
see me ni to ma me 1 million gram enye
na chairman so ahwe ni sheets
Attorney General if is Attorney General if is contempt say wasa kochi Bafa Stock ex CEO no ewo Accra Airport ya dinka ka Baumia extend relief to Accra flood victims ono say the oil no be any jehuna dana wo ba no adwo akire wa mo pa bone bi no de ba yo fa ba na ise next bi en sua talk crime ba bia
na na won say ma shempa bo bia ise ne
ma pa bo na America ma ne pa
na ba bia se ma pa bo
oh kam sa kan bu no as a material kam mo hapa ntino e no de call
e bia o consider ase
e wa consider na so volunteer boot no so volunteer boot e no de ba de ko funya ka fa obi tialu privu no wa go here sneakers na odi na mo ya over me wa ha ya kanu
over custodian na me dey to us in willful violation of court order say boss ya nafco boss ya wakoche no e wo airport yi kojo pon kromas say dwene ba na bodwu mu nyina o
nyina sa dwendwene do so na
wanyini bebreza na
adwendwene no wo yi na zan felix kwacho fosu
ono so sa
ti wasa kokora by force
ube discuss ube deji you don't trade lives for fiscal discipline. Minority tells government to spend to curb flood disaster. Said they offer now can abad na home makrama in Kenipa. Into where they are to yourself force and force for us. Nanka sikano de kakre bi so you bet effective monitoring. Why we say obia accountable impress. Obia metre de ode eba government to honor farmers in Bono region. Launches 42nd National Farmers Day. Nice be obono wa na. Una be chairperson among.
To aso net o de be si.
Instituto bremu any fire sem no of ano odin. Me fire service for page bi so weekend no che say fire tenders o mo de court ma hono na enye kuma owura Desmond Nyaminshaw.
Ija na odin.
Na nsuo to ni ja.
So name na won kan kire so ka mu asem.
Of an America, a fire guards Melcom warehouse at Tema Free Zones Enclave. A job brand to Munisian so petting kakra, but fire service for no air dear pa. It's Miko. Another pre-lease health work. Fires up in NPP supporters for 2020 election. Okay, but I say, you're na yanko yabakwa kudin komo. What's it? Ya okai amakai empanisi obi babo mo ye enti se de wa ye minim se eye den a obete tika me ka chiro dada Friday no ogobi me ko na se me na me we ofa na video na buy na me wo de mi wo me na me we ya so chema odero kokwa pia health work on women in the media kwasi me hwe video ekosi ma hu adwatre wa me na me ni Beatrice na e di e kire no nti chairman ka say obefra ka kire say ade na me baaye no me we na me si me dey nya me dey say me a me dey beto of anim but ye ko wie no krepa say akoto mansa wa unu aba akoto mansa ye kodru kotwa akoto akuasie dua ma me afie nya akon no mo mai say Bible say Oze nazeni mwayodu akoto onyini gamba say on sorry ahumachi bi o akoto onyini say on sorry radio ahumachi bi o ya kaida na akoto sorry abetra so ya atitra pa no ko baby arawo sem ni see nanti wie ye no na akoto asan timi di akotena santase akoto wa chinye kuma na oba ye no ewraba gongwe nabi wo de akoto wa che agu chansi mu wo video ho na nsasi mo bia o akoto si eni wa chem no be ya konante wachi bebrebe say to fa misra de si ye no no me na say una so ko bi me mehu se musa chairman ka chem so baya no aja na so fa maka no ye bedin common ne e de afa Ghana esika sem no ho the economy looks very good where payment ye kai dia ye tutua stabilizing the city against the dollar and other major currencies and Nkokor for the year so I say enema ekoye pa but on the ground am I foreseeing tardy are we facing economic stagnation or maybe what utum say yesi bibia to ye but o mine na nkasem no now ye bibia in progress ade ton toton na bulis kanaba no yusa Dr. Evans no economist wa homa no so on ye di nkomo fa Ghana man sikasem ene aropay doc ye wa channel pay o Kesben FM ene Kesben Plus TV so nia but chona mpom ye de ya me adom ye ho ye na mo so ya me e de a chain doc it has son of pay e bo pro awaje so Ghana man sikasem ebra NDC aba na gi akonya no na irim say inflation say the to de mabo ntente mosro interest rate treasury bill rate any ye car ye dear euro bonds ne domestic bonds ne ade nyina no was ropa buy so gusu tua aban krata ode aba che say watua $700 million euro bond debt yeah principal and interest no even ahead of schedule
Nkokor akuafo sika aban so atua aban injected $2 billion into the forest market the last month June ya $7 no enkosro but oba fomo a omo di dwa ne kire se okofa ne ma ba wote ho for some months na ade no emove dear Atofonsen is it the right thing to do say economy no ye be ni say anaso senka ye page mu mesika no ba system no kakra ka ebeboye
but that's it the work no no cre oh say the speed yes man yeah they reduce inflation no it takes a lot because inflation was through and after normal board journey na o pese stable and I say ejina na but say o call the speed bebre a na che say e was a prekope no wo yi sika bebre na free amount for bottom enye kro no kwan so na emom say o fa kwan bi so amo meja ade to kakra e bi ne say wo use treasury bill and I say woman investment in general na ya kono na nimpa ne do mo sika akoshim na wo hwa na nsen kwa no Ghana no yenkwa mo no ne nkobobosian enti sika abane de ye no man bebre na apart from taxes no domestically mobilized na anytime the government raises a lot of money internally there's something we call the crowding out effect which means that abane no ebema private sector no sika sem ahadwen na empe bebre no the private sector no and I say even individuals in the economy ayo madwen say wom do musika beto bank na emom wo muni a woto ade ayento say yeto ade na yento a it affects employment because the oton koko na anka nkrofo beto no koko na ada say obie branch mpo a enam say line no doors no ntino obefa another person na ono so ebiebe rubber na mano na watete bofos na mano no enam say nipa ba ko pe ne begida ho nte hu hia so obefa obi aka no ho nti ye ntade a ema dedie ani enyuma nkoso nti ema ye mfa nipa bebre na wo enyuma na ema ye mie nipa foforo because de ekọ odwom kra ye ntoye nti e ba na sa na economy na is slow nti meka na say the work no no kra it is because of the stabilization of the macroeconomic environment no but me who say the speed I dey no institution so e be one year because I the 1 year a period of about 12 months ekukuru inflation from about 23% at the basket register it takes a lot
no say ato ye ni say yakosi baby na fe de we biemu ana because omo sika kemu contractors teacher for ne ade ani amnyina no ato ye akosi baby na fe do hu say metime aduru baby a mepe no a afi de release funds and then minority church say $200 million World Bank sika kra ye fa preventive flooding na no finance minister etoso da be no oba ye akosi na ma omo so obudi dwa koba no say da mo kase inflation is necessary evil to be a inflation kakra no ho so a economy no so etimi konanim
me no ya adwen I would say I like the way you mentioned ato ya kwesi da ben ato ya na just go the basic this year because we share 2026 budget na bibi ombia say anka this year January dey be there na ye bi economy nim because we share 2026 budget ni suban na the essence say ye wie with the recovery process to see you do transformation job creating and the account but transformation job creating na me who say course but question of become this year yeah DC because inflation at a single digit there is still a positive gap between inflation and monetary policy rate which means in terms of our macroeconomic indicators or variables or minor abamoding over the past 2 years and think this year no I was say you take you off now you're transforming economy creating you boost economic activities now employment cost to be brave but over here employment cost to into the public sector military immigration those things for me I don't know it only brings pressure on the wage bill but maybe share employment induce the private sector to recruit more nanka other areas say agric any related industries Can you set a factory to send a coffee juice near the San of Commander Sugar factory near the Adana Nanka? Nkokor, you remember as a kind of employment, no? Better than saying Cadibia, na ya the Nkokor Nadmu, any immigration near the Adano. Because I don't know, baby, na crapa, a yana a Juma from Mokayano, some way. At the end, they know. Possible to be the wage bill now was right. Answer down for productivity for Bia and Mecca economy home. And said the Okano, I am beginning to suspect that Plateau would want to sustain the macroeconomic gains. And the also be in the Yakata, you can say ye. But single digit inflation, yeah. But you bet me a BS, no inflation, no cry, I'm at that 7, 8 beer. After all, yes, it's in the target by 8%.
Yeah.
And you know, between 8% and 10%, given the nature of the economy we have, no, say you be BSM, that's inflation is about that 9%, 10% yeah. That's a no better transform the economy. I'm an economy maybe na what one day I talk na employment because we have human youth that maybe we're so many you say yeah intentional about creating jobs in the system and be sustainable and meaningful jobs in the system a day out to Bebama you got GDP no increase here. We continue to say what we are saying over and over again because our money will be we say all in the name of maintaining the gains made so far in terms of exchange rate and then inflation.
Seka wo two finance minister for ka obeka safia pem second year or the budget review ebeko parliament ka ade na beka chen say onye na stimulate growth ema mpunto kakra emra man no
the beka say you finding good ways with the Bank of Ghana in support say yebema loans are available to the private sector. Loans are for na private sector na tumi enye sika edi bi enwuma acheche omunwum na wo mu ewi school a wo mu kuta good business proposals a wo mu nye sika bia financial share no we should be intentional say ye the photo bi si wa jafa economists ne other investment experts wo mu manage no mo available a ye use na ewi school no mo kuta good proposals on person mo hye bibia se no a woman collapse akese adan ni ade am kwa si adan no ye betumi I use the business as a collateral. It is a good that they are viable. We should be able to assign them investment experts. Woman betumi abua sa for mo mwenye sika ase bibi ase se ne ya oman be ye na nimpe adwuma ye it should always be about contracting running contractual monetary and fiscal policies that we all like it, but the economy say intentional say you be focus on expanding the economy through the private sector. And the one thing I'm saying directly any the issue with agri and a job creation there and on focus on agri any industry that area no because ABA na private sector no agri and man
but talking about agri no. So we are company launch this Nkokor project in November. A France busumi do back on say so we portrait sika ye say no de kra Nkokor su bagana enyago de stimulate Ghana for show be enkwane so be enwam no onye kakra information ye nya over the weekend say omo a ye ma omo Nkokor no aduonum aduasane ade no omo ye Nkokor no ye no mawe omo so omo disika omo koto portrait feed that policy na abide by ya nebi no kasa den na yempe portrait farmers omo hu nimde na yen support om na abai spread ya amanfo je Nketenkete kakra no ise o mawe Nkokor no ndika de na se pese ye bua ma port industry no boom no on se policy se na ban kan no ne kwan so a e adwuma
menim so no mawe Nkokor na de nya bianwe
aso omo ade enti omo ya mo chima akwa no mawe weekend no midday no wayo baako to nya 20 a acha bosome na asa
oh say the policy can be good but the medium of implementation na say me who say we dey just by the way me who dey say ye say matters dia na me imagine mo no anka ye betu kura dia fa insurance ni nya proper accountability for them uko jegu musa eno na covid-19 ya kwate say money ade a Yamaya account, almost some question would they couldn't write the names of the people involved. Oh, a quick pass and nobody been a had you because you have to thank Nkokor. Never we should find very structured way. You bet with the amount one more competent enough to handle it. Now they will render account and we can also trace them and demand accountability. But who's the they will chew it. And to me, when they say the policy sometimes policy they are good, but the way I implement the policies not hard. And make to abandon for say going forward no. So all the policies to be bad implementation no. I was here to say if we need a consultant to handle it for us. Look, hospitals are because human health no want to say important no. One more structures are a power, one more medical consultants are. One more handle. So na economy and health no so here. And they say edu baby here. That's I was say employ consultants. Now one more time say definitely I was hired as a chief consultant by African Ghana. One money UNICEF for program B. Now if you look at what I had to train people in advocating for some specific right when it comes to budget and especially the youth. They could have done it anyhow, but they said no, they need a consultant. And if I tell you how they even brought me on board, you'll be surprised. So you realize that when these international organizations, BBR, they are very careful about the method of implementation. Okay. They put in place the right systems. At the end of the year, my BBR, to me, consultant, one we are competent enough to handle some of these things. Now, because now at the end of it, me who so much your consultant because only be mass idea and you know and so me who say on my opinion any so adi who no any the no very prudent, they are very very good. But one my the best almost as a woman no. They should also find good ways of doing it. Send a bear and quite fiasco and quite idea be a shake. Name me be your home so. And my member went to them during the previous tenure of Yura Mahamano. Not the new right the Kaiser even the water region there the other or one more do many takes the hard now one more rice because we should Ghana and we are Ghana food more. Intimacy to say about the right production. I buy no ever the need because it can create a lot of jobs for Ghanaians. And a bit me so abwa economy no. We can even do it well, feed ourselves and export. Because we get a model Ghana food be and if you're better anymore, restaurant better and yamo. Inti you can China for Pemo, but Ghana for super mopa, we for free. Oh, Inti no, maybe when say Nkokor rice production and it's something the government can pick.
Na mo ya ye bedue ye bia ya proso bia mo famra Ghana meton because temahabo wo mo no e wo target on person mo je tu ya crowd ye ne banko ade a e mo wo ya beton be de na Ghana ni de wedua na say Ghana kuafo odua mo omo na kadem if you say mo na ya kraba no efo to bia nkoto Ghana de na manfo se enye de no this our policy no ya ensa no a odua mo Ghana ye nto.
Yes, me know again, but also as we speak now, social and model Ghana body say ye die importation totally. There will be a shortage. I come very tough because and what is Ghana no enough to cater for the demand of rice in Ghana. And see, the remember when they say I was say ye do rice because so be after ye importation is supply. However, we can begin working to reduce it. In the area, say a quarter one I was say ye prevent it. One more coffee, I'm an neighbor. Whilst we are growing more in the country, and also there's something I need the government to understand. I mean, say if we go here because the platform no question. One thing they say, you do money here at the former bar a bit offset the able to have a because the have one of the rice in the bar. Yeah, do my duties are a man by this car. But the truth of the matter, I'm going to say that private sector say idea it rice. Now, yes, set up related industries are ABA and mono, one better than ABDI biscuit, any other idea. At twice, our companies need to sir, if you are for no, I mean, structured farming production houses, no, a bit warehouse, bit a year industries are 1 year biscuit, 1 year drinks, a usual rice near there, a bit no. Sir, will cater for the Belusu at the harbor. And you know, it is not as if there, you look at you encourage local production. And you know, will mean the government is losing something revenue. And you know, the government must begin to think about it. Because the more we improve the production, the more we're able to get other prices and improve upon our revenue base.
Amani, yada say, eno bra wanyama ena no peso.
Let's make the masipani akwenya.
Abusafo pani ene ne kodi nkomo ye Dr. Evans no economist no ene no edi nkomo fa Ghana fiscal discipline say ato say the wototo niema say yenya sika ngumba sa ma niema bo nye entumri kankoso ni ade no obaby aba fofora me kai osafo mafo the first year he did the same thing
almost 2 years
o shirimuma na fe na
September baby
ti o nyina aba France na o me no
Nkokor election year from 2027 going we be atobe I'm telling you the guy he knows what he's doing because on the president no mean is on obedi and over where ade back on say on the bia ya na ya generate kind of no
okay o dem say ma yenwie yenkobo idimra ho ye ba na afia pick issues no na ya hwe no one by one ye ne kokko akuafo no so wo mo so bedi nkomo ne busa purchasing clerks no say sika no aba bedu ana pempi aba sika obetie say ya clear ba na sika no bia controller kra no unyansan check ne kra free controller hokra na me ya ba yanka me nyane sa
as a quick announcement no ma as I say false hope bi on wa be ka sika na ba na Nkokor de o mani ato so say na fe ukunu ye kokoo krache na ukunu ye kokoo akuani a musika na ba na fe wakafo nyina didi wachi
ko me ya ban a ka neto me boase in announcing some of these things because as a who say sika na hit account no Asana
but they are for political gains so
that it goes against you.
They don't know.
Because what can say
them it doesn't go against them.
Na kokko kwa because en sanka sika bia. Am for who say you trufo. But there be a process na enwie ye ntida. It would him say bia finance minister ma order na controller on na buy check na buy payment na oye. From controller it go to let's say be Cocoa board or be a PBC na banks be release ya ma omo na ebe hu safedi a hit your account no we can start talking about it
we need 1 month no ebe hit now no what tua see how you kind people na see you check
we have cleared
or baby ni kuno ko see as crutches wa ko jide a any family mama
this assemblies they say yeah na and also na some announce about tua this is the assembly common fund who did ya e ka assemblies ni die no
yeah
say omote say ye tua common fund this bia no ultimate office
baba when you different from everyday practice so say me no wa hey say we different banks na say we interoperability one say betime the be 3-4 days and san is
say they know sir
no with some of the banks e be on man ye day no one be
check second day yeah
okay and I mean it is all catch me say must send 4,000 and I be out the check aba e was say me de koto be a fidelity na be a fidelity 4 year na multi credit me saka enye the same day but you tell me say metua osika na ma
yeah but
what they make the step
what me know what sector no no when him say check na me issue ya e be take you 2 or 3 days and I hit your account the me say me businessman na me makwasi check so osika no metua kwasi nim say nene sanka unless it was a cash check
so that should be part of the communique say your name ebe funny
and nothing na kwasi can say expect your payment within a 2 weeks but to say I've cleared it today. I said the chain down on pay me call ya me saka.
Aha, no na me can say e beto abontene no. Te say dey okay. Say bia me no offer, and offer this can name mamia. Offer we just adwa metua but yen we ani mu sechina ne na de che. Obe connect our account.
They should let
the farmers
because once you tell the farmer say metua no.
Na this is can dem.
And opa obi e kwesi kokoo krache waje ni kokoo aguo. So ba jinsika.
Wa bone ntuma agu mo.
So bia na no so nuye eno na ka so monto wa seven na ne boaten president of Ghana National Cocoa Farmers Association ejana ne otie kan mo channel pro Kesben TV Plus Kesben FM so
Major Sumira
ba cho ho ye de
Nyankopon na dom ye hye ho
minja we ya semode ma mo cocoa akuafo so ba se musika akakam ya mo aka free November afra se muso du ba ko no se mu cocoa amakari abentua amaka no ba se de otie ne nyina ono obi aka bio what home popo ye se koko kratch for akatem so obi a mo hwe ni mo na wo chi ukuada na ya wada sika na eba
yo metie mi nyanma wo motie president ati di kesi so loko ni ta wo hwe ikani ntwaye mu a me ba na no ya wada no na me de betu dia fe wo tue sika dia ma LBC so mu de tia yen kokko afo no na minimi se kanu se text no kra ye ready Thursday na Friday and Thursday na wo mo de be ko bank what they could do ya scanning to me clear in the end ya the Friday no so na ye statutory holiday and weekend na be for be in the ne na ebia text no sa ekoya mpa be clear amu obi ehun se what ye scan eska wotua no wode abane yen kokwakuafo de yen sanka yesika ntwe ma megira mani mu nkan je se ya fide ana sika yen saka di nti aye kan de sa ni se so obi so obetua woka na wode na no na aka it's easier said than done memre so obi de na no be kan sen so obeye nti kosisi yen sa be kan sika no ubi sami ya ntumi nyina aha enyina mi nuanom kokwakuafo nyina na emu se
but normally said the can say what TV bisa ya na edi brese can e die bae no moten kai bo se sika na etua no ya na edi brebe sen ansa na sika no monsa aka
it depend upon buying agent or ye only ni ye juma the American is answer foreign buyers ne die womu bebre womu sika womu ade ye womu adwuma nti sika ba be ka sa watua oni se sika ba bi kro woni sika dada o de titie nimom local buyers ne de omo no omo da aban ne de na ebeba no nti no eba ense de ni brese ene anasna buying agent dia no dia minimu ne se ono so on pese obelu to customer nti se sika woni nsem nko na so okwa on the bema ye kuafo yi ansa se sika delay se ya ensem denden ma ye de ye nuanom bebre no beko LDC so no akwaje botian ye botian se ye dia ye mpimani
enya asem getwa
okwa watra ma waka kire wo se sika no 10,000 cedis no abeje ya wono atren se obe ansa na obe san obe kwa ye 20,000 gitu mu se 20,000.
Ne abari edi na ya mokoje sa ade ntum.
Na masa yenhwe last year 2025-2026 koko main season no obi ye no. Sika ma wo so be ko school. Wo betimi ya kan ma oba na tinesi akoji se sika be ba nsa na ade oba ko school. Edi abasa se okokoje wo botia na ode ka wo. Akuafo se ni wo ka se wo de he nsu etwa na eto. Wobetuma trawa mo opu a wunye sika mfa nkonko ye na afuo ne nsai kokwa kwaje bosia na odi aye ya adwuma ese de mu nyina mu ni ma ya pimpi adwuma sika ya ne ye da so ne ye de ye adwuma no edi zo busa me se bi enti ne ye kwaje se sika na obi ye ni wa ne ho adwo no a ana ne ho goro no a wobekọ akwaje bosia
yemhwe sare da okay afi kokwa akuafo musika e ka akamu enyansu saso go so ewo oguo bre ye senka mu dua mo no bae no aka mo kwa bi so abia mo no bae hodo aka ka koko hu amota dua no susanso bi abaso ana
mi wura so asem we die embe medical info min kasa yem sesi a mukura na etre koko sika se delay me fan say 1 week ana say 3 days kura no a ya asem enna na ye ne ye committee Friday no na ye dim pomofa ya ketu ye mu asem obi kan ye ne se crash no wo mu kari koko no so mu kari ye koko ne se sika wo honko a ne se wo so segum ama na ye wo de 20 kilos ba na egu so asisiwa ne sika wo honko a de wo beje yes adentia if you say adwuma na skasam ni ye ho adwuma Anything say Sabrea, Menewo campaign. Ah, you move a brave with your sister, she come why din. It is what Biba, let's walk out there, say, or do Obama star. What can be over catching your condition be on Ubicubia, Obediakin. 1 year to my end, then the can say, not go back war. Man can switch you on. Now, your cockeri cuckoo, I said, boy, and I catch them and say, your interest in you. Papa is so this guy, what is the meaning? Yes, come on, dear. That's a phone over the own chip cuckoo, who won't find the man on copper with you. Ubenya Scamano. Wakari Coco de View, what the one Piasi, Winchim, na on funny famano, until a million son on the back, and coffee the Ubenya Scaman on one tom. Coco is and this is a one chance young farmer, a yasem, and a scanner to delay so a yasem. It Coco for the Yasika seminal, a whole and this in a constitution now, a mandate young Coco for say. The new question at home, you put your more Agyapong no. That constitution now catch that by say the sick and a fake and can't hear the do share the pet on Piaka. Anything about way said your word delay, you wouldn't say one union for.
Well, yeah, that's a pity, bro. Yamiano pay.
Yes, me that.
Last year, President Junteni Ghana National Cocoa Farmers Association, or no, and I equity Nkokor efa scale watch say, or head date by see a trianoa, holidays a befair moon, any weekend a woman, a bit me about say Sicano abadie, but now a beer or monsa entimi and can't deal with any moon, say a fina day air chrono, or monsa a bit me a can cuckoo Sicano. Na ehon samo enso yede aba na Dr. Nuno kasa edefa mattress na omo che no buziafo ohwe kwan ye fa so che mattress no a ewo gravio so yifa amanfo no a esre no ase de kana besiwo na wa ho odin bia no na mo yibi
data of omo ya
debi kana besiwo na ye matters no ye ni sa
no mo chengo kono
sala mo chengo kono so kono mo chocho amanfo din
no fa na ye cheno nya.
All right ye be kwa kohwe police ni ba no a akomadan Toleros na o se abranti o ba ye o complainer u bedru ho a na wa be twe camera na de sia police force
I want a jumem police ni wo jumem police station what the camera and I'm offer frame say or the tenant be at threaten so betch na ada ya say offer motifio mo meter na yini mai e fe ni say bill nya mai and as a proactive if you or say mo amene mo wa no nam say bill nya mai ntino enka boso mi bia obi amfa 80 cedis mi emfa nto na da bill ni beba no so said ye cry tumi dia so no kakra of I been matter mo to come onto ya even so bitim be 1 year near still na 80 cedis a month no omuntu ya ba kokra and we make demand from one lady ni buafu ni baby abesra no ne ba no mbo ne ma me mo nwa buafu me ofa tada ho mesin na dwuma ne ba na begina se ho atwe phone ko video ni so de na kwante na ho and we born in the phone nyina na o anam so mom fan ko police won koye no Ghana am force so obe hu say yes of I mean the impudence is too much me nkrofobi ewo ibi wo mumu a aso mo dwen sense be your positive sense so jafo mo nyobia they have some kind of attitude even when they should know better well so be a posting number o mantemu anai krum anasem ne si kwanu kamu na wo nya baby na wo film kra eno there is almost allowed but say we kita phone ewura police station app which ni ba wote wonim de ntia wo ba afina de asem ba ba ka kire no we kita phone na all record na abra wonti wasem kra no over who said now the change na consona record me
ebi no wakokodro phone say otwe wa wonti ase
na also o be sure say ma no o nya active there there wo fa wo na you Cindy recruit so to ta 52 bushia ba ko eno so abofo ni ni sa phone nso bit masafa e da adwuma bio I mean why
so madam for video no to so mai police ni ba no ete police station akoma dai ho akwa na be complainer udru ha ura position akwa ka wasem no
o video
de ekoso ho no oba na se krache ade who born dog na say the gush wa kra na ka gush e sika I say be secretive as sure but aposi from akoye ye hwe de see enra
You are recording me. You don't have the right to record this. The Bible case.
Yes, man.
Madam, good afternoon. Once again. Oshilvan Bar report case. And the Bible was in the case in the morning. You are recording me. You don't have the right to record this. Oh, to blow. Let me buy a case. I'll be the second season. Our woman, who catch him, is a little case in the wing. Oh, my God. Am I right? Oh, catch us a little case in the wing. I'll have a good to me. Minimum, I want to move to him. Come. I am guilty. You are recording me. You don't have the right to record this.
Just say Oba case and now you are recording me no butu no. But what ya brante no a just say we kai ko ho. So okoye case na so obi go so be the second na serious na e wo no. E na oba case the case no hu here. And the okoye no ko fa phone by say ne be ba record na o say me case no hu here. The corner post ni ba sa to bro.
Branche na me nyam ho ma
Ogota mbo so de ko ba branche.
What be finitim. Enyam ho ma senko be di scissors e wo no. Go hwe na ne twintwan sem no ntase enim. We se tie ho ase say sometimes wo da sem ko police station police foot me ka sem we ehun hia twaso. Up to be catchero. Complainant for no. Because nya sem nya so na pampa ehun hia sa. Because wo ha otum sa sem na wo be maka no. Wo hu ni ti ene ne nan. Wo ka so ko ma no akra no ho be kire no. Eti ono a ono aye 100 cases pen to me 2 for say crash wase we enkosi ba bia. Wo so obi dia kaze apaso be wo. Ofa why not ordinarily wa obi say wo apaso be wo. Bibia nkoka papa.
It doesn't make you say a person right.
I get it. But I want to come to understand the policewoman, and I said the police service say sometimes, especially the station officers and inspectors, they can tell you say if you read action happens will take against your tenant. I don't think say bekuyama. But you catch a tenant, action happens will take against if you read. No amount quiet grab from my faso. I'm possible to me directing Nkokor to the appropriate quarters.
Oh yes, when you go through the civil procedure, and not criminal procedure. I'm just a civil procedure and not criminal procedure. One son na 7 court no. Omuti mi drew baby as odi ka complaint say the kwesika na police station wa. Police phone ti mi no ka.
Yes.
Ene wo kasa say bi asem we ma ye mfa nko. Ye betimi atena se. Ne ya settle and sample and ya start it. Say it is Saudi asem go police station. Na so omo froka say we hu hia say ye betre agu krata. Ne asa say ye hu hia konani nipa ne nko ye nim de abrante ne de ko ye de. But me ni say prosi ni ba no ka bibi bone a eno nko anwo
akofia kofa phone e be frame no no wodi na tem da beto social media.
Na ne ho akire na
na say enti asem no mangasa no na omo ate ade ompe no edi na dem.
But that doesn't mean say prosi ba no also butu no kotam boss
America for the we
that's not professional.
Oh, sometimes someone who say don't film America for to me confiscate phone.
Yeah, you can confiscate the phone. But what time was all they were bought civilian
no ba so
be kun.
Hey, over no German
confiscate the phone. What me aji phone? What over power na
say what to actually say.
Now that go time boss all the be
bought. Obet me aji phone no armless. Say on fa bibia mo ne ho ban no tene ne sa aji phone ne sa akwa possible.
The board na ekobo na aji phone.
They threaten all the aji.
Dabi anyway, wa kwa so okobo no. We hear Branton na he wanted some evidence say but the case by NYD one soon.
No, station officer way.
And that is what he should have done. Because when you be a police in your counter, station officer or police inspector or who bet me a catch and say, but the Massam coin, so officer may buy or soon. Inspector who says here, throw one or some metro. It is a year.
We are seeing there was an earlier encounter.
So Abraham say no sorry. Abraham say we the can coin no catch say the case no who here. It don't come far from Bass and you be. It was something North Regional Police Command issue statement. Something Regional North no Zamampong. Hold on, so much say a viral video of alleged misconduct involving a policeman at Afrancho, Akomada District. The Ashanti North Regional Command has taken notice of a viral video depicting alleged misconduct involving a policewoman. The police officer involved has been identified and investigation commenced to establish the full facts and circumstances surrounding the incident that is said to have occurred on 3rd July 2026. Appropriate action will be taken based on the outcome of the investigation. The command assured the general public of its commitment to professionalism, discipline, and accountability. Further updates shall be provided as investigation progresses. ASP Emmanuel Agbozi, ASP Agbozi, Staff Officer, Acting PRO, Ashanti North.
Excellent.
What's the first one video? No, I shall say you and on professionalism. The club you move no on the Baba to
I like his diction. I like his choice of words. We won't quickly say in Mundi, crucify police and I say
you can't do that.
Debbie. Oh, but first days we read statements in
the tires friends are telling you friends Uniano. Only on the case in Yamaha.
Now, why do people always resort to social media? Say BBC course.
Said the amount for about no.
It's what doing is a film the
Nenka petrol tank jatum. To baby no is about to explode. In fact, sir, gas filling station say or asokwa. If sadano, and a man who say si jato fuel tanker and a gas more. Say me 2 minutes free you do a go crowd.
That's a ticking bomb.
And then we more.
A bra tanker na kese no blase no. On say a jam chance no. Now more gas in the sea no. And a time we po a panwa na car says Texas hotel ni mo no. Kutum na she, kutu na she. And na police for no calling off from Makion Junction no. Edeba be see car kwenum se ka BM. Na de na blase no. Ni ti na kasa tanker no so say no. We be a pagya koto former Spirit FM.
Yeah.
E hono school no hono. E hono time ade no kokoto ye.
It's a new Amekom school.
Yeah, new Amekom school.
Maybe as so me see assembly no.
Opposite one. Hona ni ti no e koto ye.
Assembly ni na Spirit. They say former.
Na eja no ba be pie amas kwan num. Kwan na nam LL hoko amas no. Eja no fa suru se
constant je hono.
Eje fi wono ti sometimes that crazy na ba bibia me fa me phone twa fan go to social media so no and a day now we try and
no with this
look at what happened
with this particular
one you process ya kobo charge what's on ya police officer ho
kobo amane
me ko record no na me abeto say mo hwe o police ni we na me call say me akwa ka me charge me call ye o see me case no the also all be officer baba bio me say baba ye complain
and who be here
look at how important is
they say substantive case no u case kura na nka wo dey connect da ho ebi kura be si sa abre u na dey why you ko station anya dey obi abi
ma dey a omunim se o kwakra na police for invite ni pana on pa ntu on ba the bail and in Ghana ankrankra no ntimi nye criminal prosecution police for nko a dey bitmaye edu dey atanye na asemo fa docket ni mro ti police for ka say ye hwimu no asem bia ni mo de be kokoto you can't do anything. But at least they listen to the person.
About him saying, "I may adumo ene non duba obra kwentu ye shase."
Na ade yon to boase.
Mama wonto de woken. Ene ma ye nim. Ye dada mra ye de boy ho ban. E na me di be shim. Ya me adumo wukuada. Ye ne state attorney ba ko. Mama ade mensa. Ebedi nkomo ehu basic laws of life. Ene ma nkitinkiti bi a ye bo brei. E wo say ye hunu won so obi wo wa de wo ke woni mu na dwen ye ne say prosifo na anya ono abetimi so ono abetimi atabri asem no e de akokọ to se de ye ofi say police for you need them same way they need you eti de wo koye unless you move to another station but I viral obi ehun de wo ye eti so the free afrancho ho head the kokronom kra krunum police for
and
it's not within jurisdiction tinya ade ani pakro no kra obeje
of a me de ye menema for yaba eba uniform officers and say any atra sebi soldier for kreba na omka says about 2 years ago okay hini omotia brante 10 gram obi osa crash soldier for jacket ni e no muso buku sie funu soldier 40 pick up ma e buku take tuba e pa cha oba be ya kwa na da of ko no bisine ni ho se obi edi
abusiaga
all right yanko hese de eche mattress no Alam, ye mattress no mo distribute to Accra. Yeah, semo. We only did not talk for my bit our ass.
na the financial loss to the state in Bath, you know,
we be a not philanthropic be
even if it's philanthropic. Why should the philanthropy do this?
I say, and then there's only on the Christmas will be a maybe. But I buy near the and then kill one some can. So quite almost fast channel there.
And say Nkokor na to the point they would marry. Ah,
and Nkokor Nketenkete
offer
and they wouldn't come over many. Nkokor the mount November offer.
Yes, now November say November.
Yes, they launch in November to be technically by December.
Broiler 8 weeks.
For brothers.
Broiler is 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yes, broiler 8 weeks.
Aye.
Layers no.
It's ready a walk. Akukɔ na sis wahyɛ no ma ama na we still nam na edin ba de omo kan de wo ye nkwan na je se ehu a nam ni nyina si ho
broiler kra de mfa nya nkwan ebe ho no
of ebi mo skills omo di
o se na oyi se na o kan zo yi si ho na nkwan ya yi na ma firi mo but layers no di aboso mi nimu afi na no ma sase de eto by broiler de for 8 weeks you are done yeah now we the only ni nyina
ya ba so ma we amba
o si e di Easter nche bi omo di Easter bi muso di sala
over na said no grant promise no e ba no na e sa ka say e be mo
what adwuma na nya simple sa say
me hunim
enti ade na ye no training be na de ma say wi a feed nie
of man koye o man nya cost benefit analysis asa no mo koje Nkokor
no de benefit na Nkokor gete ko ka say policy we be na
reward scheme na
o ko ka no mu dwa well but me nyini so marry of abia omawu and support system so amaye because campaign time no all can ade we kra no Ukraine president America no one can say we be yama a policy for the entire country no we can dey encourage party for emma say omo adwuma sem na dey ade open bia ye ofie no ko de beboa but as a onya baba emu a untumi nyama party for nkwa na nationwide it you know a hame kakra say omo pass omo ya DVT project no at the start but me dey met ma dia tum kakra say ne man nyanya so na bae because o ka say omo mu bu kakra enuane kakra onye usika bia wo dey an say obehwe ni na omo ya obaton wa we bi na wo di mi so ahwe ho it you hear president na we didn't give it to them say yeah omo koye na ya chebe ma ba account to the state no
say encourage om say o ye wi a na we no ton no na nka de akofa bia na we no ton no na nka de akofa foforo no mo kire say agogo na omo ye wo mo no omo ye feed niane de ma mo no bo no a omutimi nye
had you perform go it is a manza go for feed
you see ma e bi o ye ma nkoko 50 a kwesi wo to nkoko 50 na feed no nim bag ba ko bo
of am say me krama no we na 5 we no e kwa be so kwa da nyame ase say the krama si di no
omo wo say
7 straight
na 5 we
on shoot you for omo so she was there now Sunday no shoot kakaka bitoy no kwa nyata me sorry ntema kan hanga me nya
na o krama brofo krama
look out oye mixed breed oh no the more India I
oh the any fear local dogs am no mu wa ya na no boy nye dey no mo bo mo ko to ba ko 3000 ya dey no of am come dey
ka odi o
of who called high you call yeah peace no from no peace come live no lucky ne dube for asem ne enko over Bible say opani akatua esefata no enti akuafo no kokọ akuafo no esika no ya aban se watua no yesre no a safe no mo de krata ato ho ede pen besi so a omma akuafo ni nhunu se aban so a omoma nhunu na ne chemu no ne esese ne nsaka bibi omoma ne nsanka fi se akuafo di atuafo edi yawo na it doesn't affect them alone mimi no mienu a ho fa in a way akayen chese yebusuafo bi ton ade wo krom akoko ska mai enti omo chese ye nto ade na nipa na bre akogina afuom aye afuo abeton ama what is can so de aka wo mu nso fama no so a eno so aye kadan ye de nyame ase kra so wo mu tua no ye ntua in installment na ye tua ni boom e de ama wo mu no nti se de omo kana omo ma ye hu da cropote eno kwa ye relief to them. If they tell them, say, oh, maybe on this day at this time, when you go to the bank, no one say usika no, at the honum na ekuafon so monsaka said your my brand son is kaibe. Madam, mwani ako hu yi.
Right.
Aparo mago ko ni.
Ofango kona sem.
Bela say asante the sort of offer. Brother Mahama has no vision for Ghana, but he has come for his own and family. That is why he's selling Ghanaian property to okay, we dey say yen cars in biasa to be so when the message na ba the edi hon komo na wakyere wadwen enso ho eno ne ade ebetimi akan mama mansan atenka musa bato from aswase. It is difficult to understand why people under criminal investigation are allowed to leave the country. The Kenufrata case should serve as a lesson. The former Bafastok CEO's attempt to travel while under investigation raises similar concerns. While the rights of accused persons must be respected, the court should exercise greater caution in granting foreign travel to suspects to protect the administration of justice.
Eti abaya ntimi ahwe awurade ani manka se oyenne aba. Eti National Thanksgiving Day ni yemfa nto kwansa. Na yenhwe ne yebeya aboa ye manfo no. Na ye wi a ye nyina ya bom akoda awurade ase. Abaya ntimi anya sa. Nyame boa 8th August. Afi pepepepepe. Enu so ye sori ya no pa bi a ye si helicopter eso ye ministers. Edi omukọ program ahwefom. Men kai busuafo ya
almost 1 year.
8 August. Men kai Ghana for ya. But the way Ghana for yinara Yera Mahama oyira free o maimu na watch no dem su.
I won wa kan. Omo ka say president no was so devastated say we timi mine. It was the man na be dey chiri.
Enti Yera Mahama timi vanish ye. Which is right. There's nothing wrong with it. Yenina me. Maneboama. Mimi apenina minimum pa. I see regional down. Our neighbor met me. I'm anti politics in your pies in near co. And me a come me soon ye. Yenina ye jai me ye. Ye declare National Day of Mourning, meboa. Your flag, ye the bar from Nipa 30 something almost Nipa 40. And then she are form. Addiction ya na yem president ashefita media na yem ya no me cham na yem ya busuafo
abusuan odaroma we de mamenchia na memo akwa ba mfa wombra Randy J report so na ene Ellen ama daku ena watututu bi ede amane NDC aban titiro ene Ghana mampani wa na mo bia wosusu se wotua anse mfata kora ya wachire se sebi oni abadaye ede ma oman Ghana free se wo hwe oyune ato oman Ghana pa na aban entimi nya yam hihie ntua na mo bia ebetimi aboa mpokura ama wo mo a wo mo ho akokam no wo betimi nya re chichire nsem kakra wo kire se ko ya say June afibia NDC aban wa konya so de oye nepa na eto o my Ghana ya say no kra no wo mon konko pa kira asem no o mon hwehwem no mo mbise mu pa se de no me ene da NDC amonyokuo so anti abribio mbeba aban mo bia du June a nipa mpempem na ewuo ya rahosem pa wo kire se free brand NDC aban baye wo hwe nkwanhia enam so ba ma enipa ewu moho ne ade no ese aban ma na ni kɔ anamo bi esese wotuo na wo hwe yempotemu ekwan se ofa so na odi sika hyem ema ye pre mpuntuo de matemamfo se de be ye kine bi no o house Nkokor ba na aban no wanya ne sa oba yi waka ne to atwom omba na ha mumpo na sebi watu no botoma yisika ompese odi sika be hye bibiem enti ama niema hodo bebre no aban dada no de nsa kwa hyase biti se Zoomlion wadwuma na omo tetete gatem ni ade aban empese obetua Zoomlion wakanti waji dwuma de efre ne nsem amenne bola ena emene nipa wo my Ghana mu akoya rahosempa na amada akukɔ so a kyerɛkyerɛ mu baba niema mu kyerɛ sampa sensemu a wakan yi no korepa na NDC aban ede wo my Ghana fa saa kwan we supa wo my mu dia ni na kyerɛ NDC aban wo mo ne wo my Ghana fo ani ne ye kura me ma me kasa nwa bebre no a yenkɔ na yenkɔtie amada aku ne nsemu a wo de tu dwa fa na mo bi otusu sɛ John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampani wo tu a emboa emfa mpuntio mmere wo my Ghana yenkɔ na yenkɔtie wadaro ma like video yi bi ma me ne share ne titiri to fo adwenkyerɛ bra na yenhwie mu ade kakra
Minsanchia me boss Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. Mwa munim se na wotwe mu Ghana ha nyede. Ghana sitna enyede. Ma me boss a kire se there's a reason why you were Nana Danko Akufo-Addo 20 years ago. Me boy, so almost 20 years ago. 2008.
Yes.
18 years ago.
Yes.
Ohu no. E ka se omra no ni nyeduma some leadership qualities bi wonimu and the past 18 years no we develop so abeye a whole statesman into so wa ban mu so ni aban mu asem to Ghana fo a uginem madana say for showing the way na amaye nyina nso so yedi akiri madana sin so awie nso na mesan fa kwanya so achia me nua panyi Titus Glover abusuafo mu amunim no makoje contract
makoje appointment
makoje contract ni appointment
okay makoje adwuma
appointment ni adwuma makoje ne se mimi susu se ye akwantu aye tu se party ni ye mpanyimfo aye yuomo ye national executives mimi susu se ye Titus Glover former regional minister for Greater Accra, former MP Tema East, and a former CEO Mavalco. Baby, ye jine or no ebe ye national organizer ebeboa.
Okay.
Enti makwa kwaje ne campaign mu adwuma ba ko se ne communications director and ne spokesperson.
Oh, okay, for the campaign.
For the campaign.
Okay.
Ti baby amedu bia na me kamfo ne ma MPP delegates. Nyame boa memendei ye kwa koto abayi ye constituency executives nationwide.
Yeah.
Ye constituency executives no so na ebeto ye national executive abano. Ti ma start eni omu nyina e bonkobo. Ade aye kwa akoyi. Me kan elections aye koto ne memendei. Ye nyina ye party ye opposition. Ya start ye adwuma bi. Ya start hyehye ye ho. En hyehye no afa na edu constituency force. Mr. Omiminde woto abani bi wo polling station executive na woto abani bi a kokoto abama nipo betimi aye adwuma no eno ne number 1 kokoto abano ema nipa obetimi aye adwuma no se ye wo opposition enti sika hu nhye da hia saa mo amugigi sika de to abano at this point in time obi di sika ba of course why not je but enye sika no ne be kire abana obeto esese wohwe nipa na ejina no ni obetimi aye adwuma no the long and short of this whole matter is say Dr. Baumia be president 2028
absolutely
enti abato ya ye tu fiti police station and starting yes announcement no eba a friends and constituency aye koto ne mimindai nia Dr. Baumia da na koma so nia MPP da na koma so nia waye na dwin se opese MPP sign back to me bia wa kire with his actions se opese MPP ni Dr. Baumia e ba to me mu ono ne yekoto abana ama no
yeah
eno na ye basic principle meti he mi police station communications officer e wo wanchi
Oh, went okay.
Me mo be police station idi. But no ntimi me ndai me kwa akoto aba ewo wenchi. Ama constituency executives a minim say Dr. Baumia Domo akoma so ni MPP Domo akoma so 2028 assessor Dr. Baumia be president o meye adwumaden. Ama Dr. Baumia ama MPP.
Yeah.
Save na mu na me simakwaji yewura titles clover adwuma because we need to say me hwe me experience. The last time I called 4 years ago, only Nana B na call ye.
No more deal. Nana
B beaten by how many votes? Let me say by 1,000 something votes.
There be 1,000.
1,000. Okay. Enti no bet me aye. Wo hwe ni su ne ban ne wa ye ewo in politics yi mu a. Me Mr. Nokwani Nyame in the last elections na me share that in be close.
Okay.
Unsa me call National Women's Organizer.
Yeah.
No call for organizer. You tunu na ye nya. But this time I imagine my step back National Women Organizer and some say me nko.
Yeah.
Me nko because me person me boa titles Glover na otimi ba be ye organizer. If he say at this point in time ye hia obi a nanim wonyam. Obi adwuma no waye bida. Obi obetimi atwe nipa abra party no. Na party fo no so ye wo mu no so obetimi ni ya ye adwuma. Sa nipa ne ne kwa ebe ko